Ladies and gentlemen, my name is RFCAH and you're watching the After Hours, episode number 263. How we all doing, everybody? My name is RFCAH. I am the creator of Red Fox Comms. I run this channel that you're watching right now. And I'm here with you live tonight, joined by, who we got in here? We got Bowblax and Edwin, which I'll unmute in a second here. We are here live on the program tonight. We're going to take a look at the CallMeCarson situation, whatever else comes up, you know, in the flow of conversation. And then at the end of the show, and this is going to be a bit of a personal thing, but let me assure you guys something, alright? There is a I know I'm late all the time, alright? But there was a reason I was late tonight. Had to do a little bit of additional preparation. But we'll get into that later tonight. For right now, you know, despite the CallMeCarson situation being a little bit of a downer, you know, we're gonna take a look at it, and we're going to, you know, have as much fun with it as humanly possible, alright? Because you have to look into the humor into everything or whatever. You know what I mean? Not everything can be the drag or whatever. I see so many people already today saying, oh, 2021's already a shit year. And it's like, you know, I'm like, yeah, with that attitude, it probably is a shit year for you, bro. Like, it doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? We're gonna sit here, we're gonna take a look at this in our RFC way. I put out a video last night that got about 100,000 views, and it brought about 2,000 new subscribers to the channel, so welcome to the show if you're new. I hope you enjoyed around here, and I hope you feel right at home. I'm gonna unmute the Discord call and see what these people are up to. What's up, guys? What's up? We're live on the air.
Yo, dude, the latency's pretty good. Since the second you said, almost the second you said that on stream, you unmuted, so...
Hell yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while. It's been like a month since an RFC. It's been insane.
The return!
That's right,
the grand return. YouTube has not been the same without After Hours, dude. It's been such a shit platform for the last month, but now we're back here to bless it.
I really, not to,
our opinions,
you know, not to toot my own horn, or I guess our horn collectively, our collective horn, but I do think this show is something special, and I am very happy to be back. I missed it, man. Like, even just, like, the feeling, and I was telling you this, like, off the air before we went on, but just, like, the tense, the nerves, or whatever in my system, that I feel every show. Because, believe it or not, I'm not a sociopath. I actually do, sometimes, some occasions, I actually do, you know, feel pressure, an intense amount of pressure, and I was feeling that today. And, you know, pressure ain't the best feeling, but an absence of pressure is a worse feeling, in my opinion. So it felt good to sort of, return to the show and kind of get challenged a little bit. I mean, I like my videos, I like my game streams, but my passion project, has always been this show and this podcast. So it feels good to be back here. My passion project is
CallMeCarson might be doing bad things.
I mean, Augie could have returned for the past week, 2 weeks maybe now, but we chose the right time. This is the epic comeback, guys.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna read some of these epic comeback super chats right now before we get into this, because I really don't want to waste any time. There's a lot of shit going on. As a matter of fact, somebody DM'd me. Apparently, we now know the second girl this come out against Carson. So.
We knew about it. I already put in my Twitter verses. Keem just took forever to report on it. He reported on it like
somebody just sent me the Keem tweet, so I assume it was like breaking.
Yeah, it's not brand new. Keem just took a while to get to it. I'm just flexing that I got to it early, but it is newer than the other one. But
well, you know, we're big KEEMSTAR fans in this show, of course. We love KEEMSTAR. You know, I only get my news from John Alert, of course. Whew.
He'll say, "Get your news late."
Yeah. Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Story. All right, I'll get into that later. Andrew Ostrom threw $10 before the show even began. This man threw 10 before I even went live. He says, "Misty Man caught the D live stream last night. Shit was legendary. We had a pretty fun D live stream last night. Yeah, shout out to those who were there. We watched the Onision thing, and we were there right when the CallMeCarson thing happened. Stacy Sparkle threw 5 says, finally shaking my head. Okay, all right. It wasn't that long. All right, come on now. Crazer through 761 says commentary stats speed. That is right. Rise Bless. And shout out to commentary stats, of course. I hope you didn't think I was, you know, fucking with you last night. I was just goofing around. I actually quite like that guy's channel. Rise Bless through 27 says big ups Augie. Excellent taste in music. Only the best. I got a better taste in music than your dad, and that's a fact. True Protagonist through 2 says you are doo-doo. Okay, all right. Wow. Script Kitty through 5 says, toot my horn. Good one. Dr. Chivago threw 1 on Stream Elements, and I'll get into that in a second. Welcome back, Augie. Glad to be back. Just Kid That Rants through 420 says, the boomer energy in me is strong. I'm hyped, boys. And Bryce Taz, the oldest viewer of Red Fox Comms that is still in the chat to this day, through 5 says, money, take it, now. Well, I will, gladly. That's right, Taz been around since 2016. You guys don't even claim to be my fan. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, Stream Elements. I don't know if you guys knew this while I was gone, but I got banned from Streamlabs. The reason that people were telling me, I don't know if this is the official reason. This has to be, in my opinion. I did write them back to try to get an answer, and they completely just cucked me. They didn't even write me back at all. But apparently, somebody sent a fucked up super chat, and I like chuckled at it or laughed at it instead of disavowed. I don't know what the chat was or what the nature of the joke was, but guys, this is gonna be hard to break the news to you, but I'm not a complete robot, who's just gonna sit there and just, you know, immediately, like, just disavow every single fucked up joke. I mean, I disavow the bad super chats, alright? When you're bringing up people's family members or dogs, I disavow that shit, but every now and again, somebody's gonna say something that, optically, not the best, but hey, you know what? I'm a human being. I'm gonna chuckle a little bit at it. I didn't think a chuckle meant I avowed it, but apparently that does mean I avow whatever the chat even was, and therefore, someone reported me and I got banned. So we're on Stream Elements now. The link is in the description if you want to support me directly without YouTube taking a cut. Of course, donations are optional, but, you know, I got banned from Streamlabs. Big whoop-de-fucking-do. Cool story.
Is it the same thing?
Stream Elements? No, it's different.
Yeah. I mean,
it does the same thing, but it's like a different...
Yeah. So
it's
we
a
got
competitor.
a new donation page. I didn't plan on that, but whatever. Okay. So anyway, appreciate anyone who donates to me regardless. It's not at all necessary. Okay, listen up, alright? Speaking of bans, and this is something I gotta get to immediately, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but quite a few people last night were getting DMCA'd, including yours truly. As a matter of fact, my pinned tweet says all you really need to hear. Let me pull this up on screen and start screen sharing and all that jazz. Okay, alright. Whoa, I just realized my setup is all fucked up. Alright, so I got DMCA'd yesterday for posting a picture of myself drinking a cup of coffee. What this tells you is that DMCA is not necessarily you using copyrighted material. Your own original image could count and get you banned. So, cool story, fun fact, absolutely awesome. Now, I wasn't the only one. Actually, our friend Jessix got hit. Completely banned from Twitch. My Twitch was just suspended because of a DMCA. I was threatened to remove all my clips and VODs or else this would happen. This DMCA is false and is clearly a targeted attack. I'll be filing a counter notification. Now, things are getting a little bit crazy, and for a while, you know, when it came to this specific story, what you were advised to do is to ignore it and not talk about it because the guy's gonna obviously go after you if you start talking about him. The point is or the problem with that is that he's going after everybody right now. So at this point, it doesn't fucking matter. He's gone after me. I've been getting DMC'd up the ass on Twitter despite clearing my own tweets. And what we can deduce from this, is that sharing images, or links on Twitter is not safe. And if you absolutely have to tweet a picture on Twitter, my advice for you is to have that picture up, for about, I don't know, 12 to 24 hours before you delete it, just so you don't get DMCA'd for it. It's absolutely ridiculous that this is the state we're in. But hey, it's what we have to deal with now. Isn't copyright and DMCA so fucking cool? Isn't it so awesome? Don't we love it here? Absolutely.
Bro, it literally says copyrighted work, Minecraft the game. And what? That's wild.
Yeah. So you can get banned for just playing a game, and if somebody doesn't like you, they can use their on Twitch, the gaming service.
How broken does the system have to be where you get banned for playing one of the most played games on Twitch?
Well, broken enough to where you can also get banned for just sitting here drinking a cup of coffee. I mean, theoretically, couldn't someone get me banned from YouTube for just sitting here right now?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I got hit on Twitter too, but not for DMCA. I called a groiper retarded, so
Damn.
The R word. What do you think? Just because you're autistic, you can use the R word, bro?
Yeah. Obviously, you were.
Anyone can use the R word.
Obviously, you know that's not the case. You learned that lesson the hard way, Bowblax. You must repent for your sins immediately.
Yeah, I guess I can't call it Groiper retarded, even though.
It's wild how Jessix gets banned from Twitch for just playing Minecraft. Meanwhile, we got over here people like what's his face, Carson, getting nudes. It still gets to be on the platform.
Well, I mean, you know.
Okay,
Carson,
I don't think he should be banned for that. But
Linemaker is literally a pedophile who served jail time, and it took like the rallying of the entire YouTube community to do anything about him. So yeah, it's absolutely inconsistent here.
The bigger point is how much more power copyright has.
With banning, like everybody would be banned off. There'd be no users. So. Because people have been banned for the most ridiculous shit that literally every person does. So if they were consistent, no one would be on the platform, or nobody would get banned.
By the way, my policy with who gets banned or whatever, you're criminal, like, of a sexual nature, like rapist, pedophile, or whatever. I don't know. Look, I'm not losing sleep if you get banned. And if you're a deplatformer, if you're an open flag or whatever, you in my opinion, you got no business being on the service.
Or if you're posting illegal shit.
Those are my hot takes, all right? And illegal shit, you know, it goes out saying.
ISIS beheading, stream to Twitch, like, hello.
Wait, Augie, that's it? I'm pretty sure I heard a more lava hot take earlier about like these kinds of people.
What are you talking about? These?
Whoa! What?
What the fuck?
Never mind. A hot take about a group of people?
I thought that if not only they get the platform, you don't care, but if they also happen to get
pedophiles, yeah, and pedophiles blow the hot take incoming. Hot take, boys, get ready for this. Buckle up.
Oh god.
But if pedophiles blow their brains out, hey, call that self-care. That's my hot take. Whoa. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. The only reason why I bring that up sporadically is basically just somebody was like mad at me because I said that about a pedophile, and they were at least you can't go after Angelica Oles. You said this about, and I'm like, yeah, I did say that, and it's true. Like,
no, see, but at least now you're saying it with the context first. Earlier you said it. You said I don't care.
You're just randomly going out like pedophiles, kill yourself or whatever. It's like, yeah, okay, cool, but there is context to that. All right, let me just
yeah.
I don't know if that's a hot take or not. Genuinely, I don't know how chat's reacting to that. You know, I just got a bunch of new subs. Best thing we can do is go after YouTube's favorite protected group and put the channel at risk. You know, so
sadly.
All right, but anyway, that's your PSA. Everybody in chat, you want to keep your Twitters? Delete all your tweets and don't tweet pictures. Or if you have to tweet pictures, leave them up for I don't know, 12, 24 hours. I don't know. I don't have a number on it, but. Take that shit down regularly, is all I'm saying.
And don't say retard.
Yeah.
Don't call people retarded.
I guess now Instagram finally has a use for me. I always thought Instagram was just the most pointless social media ever, because I'm like, I'll just post pictures on Twitter. Well, I guess Instagram is the next best thing now. I don't know. So, anyway. Whatever. Alright, okay. Before we get into the Carson thing, which I'm sure is what all you people are here for, I just want to play a little clip here this is a little tutorial, YouTubers, of how you react when you're in a Discord call with an underage girl.
Hey, how old are you?
Oh no.
Oh god.
17.
Ah! Get out of here! That's how you react, alright? You hear 17 or whatever? Get out of the call. Dude, Alt F4 the computer screen, fucking tear your computer in half.
It's a 17-year-old!
Yeah.
Cover! Duck for cover!
Unfortunately, Carson was already prepped with this information before. This is an old clip from 2 years ago where Tommy C interviewed CallMeCarson, and I thought the clip was pretty fucking funny.
The hell's the matter with
What's
you?
up?
What is the matter with
Hello?
you? Hello, you're on with CallMeCarson.
Hello, Mr. Carson.
How's it going?
Long-time fan.
Oh, really? How long?
Yeah.
How old are you? First of all, Carson, you got to do this. Hold on, watch. How old are you, sweetheart?
Don't worry about it.
You're okay, Carson. She's below 18. Now continue. Now we know.
Listen.
Listen, when you're like me, you just assume all are under 18.
You better if you're a YouTuber. You better. That's a good strategy.
That's safe.
Safe.
He's got the right idea.
All right. That was just like, hold on, let me look this up just so we have the date on screen.
I was about to look that up.
CallMeCarson raids my Discord server, Tommy C. Alright.
I didn't know he was on Shaw.
Dude, that was January 2019,
This was
bro!
like 2 months before the DM.
No!
Dude.
Dude!
Tommy's advice.
So he literally assumes they're all underage, and then he proceeds to DM somebody that's underage, and then says he feels wrong about it, bro.
This is a great clip. Tommy should have put like a better caption. Like,
I
this
was
happened.
shitting on you.
I don't know why he
caption.
tweeted at me. He should have said like, because I didn't know this was before the sexting thing. If I knew this was before the sexting thing, the clip would have been funnier. So if he mentioned that in the caption,
Yeah,
Tommy could have gone viral with it, but why is he trying to shit on Bowblax? That's well, anyway.
yeah, that's
I
a weird.
love that.
Like, what?
It would
Am I
only
talk-
be a Tommy
I'm not
C
doing
tweet if he.
anything
Hey,
like that.
for the record, Bowblax has not talked to any 17-year-olds, so I don't know if anybody got that in.
Well, that's not what Tommy C said. He's referencing a earlier, like a.
Well, you never know. People
the other
sometimes.
Day. Yeah. Funny ass fucking clip right there. Just thought I'd play that. And actually, I didn't even realize before I was gonna play this for the show that this was 2 months before the DMs. All right. So.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a raw reaction.
Right.
Interesting, right there. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this, alright? Oh, wait, first I want to show this, because it's also kind of funny. I'm thankful this shitty-ass year is almost over. Wait, until you see how bad 2021 can be. You gonna get cheated on again? Worse.
Wait. Didn't Jay Slat know about the allegations? Because he's in Lunch Club.
Wait a minute.
Didn't he know about this when this was tweeted?
Well, yes, it's almost over, so it must be towards the end. I mean, I don't know. We got to fact check that.
Whoa. That's a good point. I saw this tweet. Can I?
Oh shit, more fact checking. Live fact checking, y'all.
Okay. Wait.
I mean, supposedly they know in March. So...
Dude, why are we like 15 minutes into the show? We're already like, like these clips are coming out. Like, what is this?
Dude,
Right,
this is
what
an
did he
epic
say?
stream already.
It's
I'm
just so weird
thankful-
because, like, if these like allegations were festering since March, you would think like more people and people knew behind the scenes, like Lunch Club. You would feel like
November.
there'd be more like distancing publicly. I know Slimecicle said he like distanced himself completely from Carson, and to my knowledge, there's no like interaction between him and Carson between the times he knew and now. But with like all these people, it's like they're still buddy up until it becomes public. So I'm just like so confused. Maybe he was at the loop, or he didn't know the extent of it.
Interesting.
I don't
Very
know.
interesting. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm looking at this November
Yeah.
26th.
Or he
Little
just
bit.
doesn't care until it's public.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up, though. Can we talk about that for a second? Chat, all right? We need to have a personal conversation, all right? Why the fuck did these guys sit on this for like 9 months? What was the play here, all right? You know this information is out, all right? And look, I'm not saying necessarily that Carson's a fucking danger, all right? I'm just saying it's like you know something bad happened. You feel the need to come out. Two of the guys on Drama Alert said that, and by the way, one of the people that went on Drama Alert, Noah Hugbox, I believe he's going to be calling in at some point. I need to, I don't see him in the callers now. I told him 7:30, so that's in about 20 minutes from now. But yeah, I noticed he followed me on Twitter, asked him to come on the show, felt it was only fair. But some of the criticism that's been levied at him is that you guys knew about this for so long. Why didn't you guys come out? And I believe the response was that, oh, we didn't want to get sued or something like that. But then Slimecicle came out and was like, no, I called the cops immediately. So it's like, well, this guy's got the ball. What happened to the other guys? You know what I mean? But I don't want to jump to conclusions. He'll be coming on, I would assume, soon. But yeah, we'll have to, I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one.
I have a lot of questions just generally in my head to him, because I have a lot of questions about this situation that he will probably be able to answer. So
well, we'll see about getting him. I don't know if it's confirmed, all right, that he's coming on, but he did shoot me a DM like an hour ago. He said something like, yeah, I'm down or whatever, or yeah, I'll pop in briefly. That's what he said. Oh, so we'll see if that happens.
yeah, and for clarity, I'm not like shitting on or accusing any people involved in the situation, whether it be Carson or the people who knew, because we just don't have enough information to make judgments. I'm just kind of like asking questions and like inquiring about the situation. So I'm not like, this isn't me like saying like fuck you, Jay Schlatt, you know, blah blah blah. It's me just saying like, okay, why though? Like just asking questions, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And just so you know, it's all clear or whatever. This fucking story is this was handled like dog shit, alright? I said this yesterday, and my position remains the same, alright? Let's say in 5 years from now, we find out that Carson is just the biggest piece of shit on the planet, alright? Doesn't change how poorly this was run right from the start, dude. The rush to get the story out there. Sound a little bit familiar? You know, the need to just get clout off of a story or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to allude to things, but hey, you know what? Something to think about. And maybe you want to think about that in a couple hours when I might talk about some stuff.
Okay,
hey.
and as far as like why people didn't speak up, like Jay Schlatt and stuff like that, or why they kind of played it cool, I think, and we'll probably get into this, it's the fact that this situation is so like hard to kind of have a hard stance on, right? The age just being 17, 19 and all this, like,
okay,
and nobody else speaking up, so maybe it was kind of like a weird.
Let me make my position abundantly clear from the start here, because I feel like it's super important, alright? 17, 19? I don't really care about that age demographic. What do you guys think? Let me pull you guys first before we move further.
That's my opinion. 17, 19?
Yeah. Without context, I don't think that's wrong at all.
We're talking just purely like 17, 19.
And we're talking about like psychologically and like morally, because the laws like fluctuate depending on where you are, but like morally and like psychologically, like if a 19-year-old sexually attracted to a 17-year-old, I would not call that person a pedo, and I would not say they're like creepy and weird and all that.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Now if they still like someone who's 17 once they grow older, now obviously that's like pedophilia, but
yeah,
I'm
think
just saying like the age gap is just too small. Like like a normal brain will be attracted to someone 2 years
here's the
younger
problem with stories like this, alright? Is that we get ourselves in these conversations. It's like every other conversation, I said this on my game stream, but every other conversation about things like this is always like, is it okay to say certain words? And is it okay for blank age to date blank? You know what I mean? Like everyone pretty much accepts what I would hope that everyone accepts. 1814, fucked up, alright? Most people accept 1815, fucked up. A lot of people think 1816 is fucked up. Most people think 1817 is fine, alright? But then you have the one guy who's like, well, actually, 1816 is really fucked up. And you have the other guy who says 1816 is totally fine. And you have the other guy who says 1815 is okay. So you get into these like arguments where it's like you're arguing over moral gray areas that neither party are ever going to agree on. It just paints a really messy picture here. I think generally for the most part, and this is based on what I've seen for the most part on the internet and obviously in real life, 1917, people mostly agree that this is fine. Alright? Here is where the problem lies. Carson sent nudes and received. Am I correct on that?
Yep.
Okay.
At least as far as
we don't know 100%, but it's like so heavily implied.
And we'll get into we'll get into the logs here in a minute.
Actually, his own words say that.
There's like 90%, 99% sure type thing.
Let me play. We're not gonna watch the full drama alert, but we're gonna play like the first part, which is what matters. Because I'll be honest, most of this drama alert felt like fluff, but I think 1:30 was the timestamp.
Come about.
Well, I'm gonna stick to the facts here, which was that.
Connor says the girl confirmed nudes were sent. Okay.
One day in March, he called me. Shortly before he told Travis, everybody was up in LA, and he told most of them face to face. But he called me, and I picked up the phone, and he was basically like, "I have to tell you something." And then he told me that he did underage girls, and I think that he said that they were fans, and that was what I was told.
Did he tell you how old they were?
At the time, no.
And so he starts telling everyone, and I feel for you guys. You guys are in a tough spot, all right? First of all, now you're an accomplice, right? Because you know that this is going on, and you have a responsibility to do the right thing and tell everyone. But if you tell everyone, you're backstabbing your friend. Like, you're put in such a hard situation. How did you guys deal with this situation from March until now?
Pretty much by doing absolutely nothing, because I just didn't want to involve myself in really anything that would be tied to this. I knew that someday it was going to come out, and I don't know, I feel like I dropped a few hints about it just so that people, when it did come out, would know that I wished that I could have talked about it, and I didn't want my life to be ruined by a lawsuit or something. But yeah, just kind of didn't really make videos, didn't really do anything about it, just kind of withdrew.
Okay, I'm gonna cut it there. By the way, people are saying get Keem on. Keem can get fucked. He can come on when he apologizes to Tipster in a hypothetical world where that, would happen. Realistically,
where he can swallow his pride.
Yeah, that's what I
Now,
said.
I want to say, for this part, because I don't believe they mentioned the ages in this interview at all, did they?
Mm-mm.
Exactly. So, like, he just says, he talked to an underage girl, and then he says, did you know the ages? And he says, no, not at the time. So, I feel like it's a little irresponsible to not say that it's 17, because this started like a snowball effect. This kind of amplified the fact that the whole word of pedo,
Yeah, and this was, let me tell you something, like, this, I think, this is my speculation, alright? But I think this was supposed to be a pedo story. Like, when this was being worked on. I could totally be wrong on that, but I feel like that's what they wanted the narrative to be. But I don't know, alright? Because this was, my whole problem with this thing is that this is just like, if you're gonna come out with allegations, right, you have to be specific. We need to know the ages. Not necessarily the girls, I understand protecting their identity or whatever, but, like, we need to know exactly what we're working with here. Because when you say sexed underage girls, that could, and Carson's like 21, like, whoa, how low are we talking about? That could be 13, 14, 12, you don't know, alright?
Exactly.
Turns out, the first one that we're gonna take a look at is 17, I'm gonna have to take a look at the second one. But Carson's second
apparently the second one is 17 while he was 20.
Okay, so we have 2 so far. They say girls plural. So it could just be 2, 3, 4. I don't know. So far we have 2. And
his
both
age
of
keeps
them are
going up, but they all
17.
keep staying 17.
Oh, let me clarify. The second girl, 17 as well, but Carson was 20.
Yeah.
Did he trade nudes with her? Is it known?
But the time difference between the two is like by a couple months. So like the first girl, Carson was just about to turn 20, and then the second girl, he just turned 20.
Oh, well,
like,
the first girl had just turned 17 too, though, because she was just graduating high school. So it's the same thing. It's kind of, it's okay. I see what it is.
All right.
So it's basically like just under 3 years or around 3 years the age difference, basically, with both, essentially.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, by like a few months, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Carson said both girls in Joko's screenshot, so I think there's only 2. Okay. Well. Let me read this here. Carson's second accuser comes stating that she was 17 and Carson was 20. May through June 2019 started when he shared my grad photo on Insta on May 22nd. We're talking 2019. This is all I have. I was 17 at the time of these exchanges, and he was 20. There's more, but the Instagram account I had was deleted last year. I wish I said something sooner. No, let me take a look at these DMs right here.
I can send you a clearer image of that if you need it. Oh, you're zooming
I can just blow it up.
We're good.
But thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So, girl sends, I guess, a Discord account. She says, it is. Carson says, hey, you there? I want to drop the sexual stuff entirely. It's been making me feel sick thinking about it. I feel wrong for having done it, and I feel like I've led you on. I enjoyed talking to you, and all, but it's just too much, and I feel really guilty, so I'm really sorry. I've also realized I have a crush on my friend Sarah. Holy shit. And I didn't want to lead you on in any way. Tomorrow I'm starting my trip to California, and I think I just need to move on. I'm very stressed, and talking to you has been adding extra stress, and I'm feeling very scared, and I feel very bad about wanting to unadd you. It's just a lot right now. I'm not sure talking to you is a good decision. Jeez, dude. And by the way, there's separation in these messages, so I have to assume that there's a significant amount of time passed before he wrote the next one.
Yeah, or like just enough to create a gap.
Or like an hour or something, I don't know. But
yeah, I don't know. It might be like a couple minutes to create the gap.
Maybe like 2 seconds.
I don't know how Snapchat works. Listen, all the DGen platforms, Snapchat.
I barely know how Snapchat works either.
Instagram, I'm on, but I'm barely on there, and Snapchat or whatever, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, Snapchat.
But, this looks bad. I think the worst part with Carson here, alright, there's 2 bad things here. So first of all, 17-19, don't really care. 17-20, you're starting to get into some more AIDS, but I'd have to look at, like, how close, I don't know. Here's the thing that's, like, definitive, bro, is that he sent and received nudes with a minor. Now, legally, they can have sex, alright? In Indiana, people have been looking at the state laws or whatever, that is pretty much clear, alright? Nudes, however, off the table. Because it's CP.
Yeah, nobody can have CP, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, even
if you're 19 and have sex with a 17-year-old or whatever, when you grow up and you're 25 or whatever, she's grown up too, right? But like, you know, nudes are obviously, they're gonna stay, it's always gonna be child porn. That's why there's like that's why, you know, one is allowed but not the other. That's like at least the logic or whatever. So anyway, that's bad. All right. Do I think that makes him a creep though? I think, and this is my position, and we're gonna get through and read everything. I'm gonna be as fair as possible, but so far I think he's just an idiot. I don't see malicious in this guy. But I want to be very careful here on both sides. All right. So, again, it's hard to make a definitive statement here because we know so little. So when the story first comes out, it's like 1917, this is a non-story. But then more details come out. It's like, oh, they sent shared news. It's like, okay, well now this is really, now this is bad. And then of course another girl's come out or whatever. So this is what I was warning about in my video last night. All right. And I'm so glad it got a lot of attention because I wanted to like let people know this is the trickle effect. All right. I don't know if you guys know how Keem operates, but KEEMSTAR, he has all this shit in the tank and he's just slowly releasing so that people start opening their mouths and he can catch them. That's how KEEMSTAR operates. And you know how I know that? Why hasn't the Pyrocynical interview with the 15-year-old French girl come out? Think about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know he's doing that for the Pyro one. For the Carson one, I'm not 100% sure because he did say he had new info in like the new drama alert, but then all the info he put in the drama alert is stuff already publicly on Twitter. It's not like stuff that he had behind the scenes or what have you. So
I think to the general public it was new, but I think I mean he did kind of
it's not something KEEMSTAR was holding on to. Is what I'm.
He kind of did that though by putting that new video out, that first one, and now the two accusers happen to come out, right? I mean, I wonder if that had some sort of effect.
He was definitely putting a lot of pressure on the people within Lunchbox, which is now dissolved or whatever. Too. He was putting so much pressure because he kept saying over and over again, and it's, you know, it's almost like what do they call it? Concern trolling, where it's like, hey, dude, I know you're in a tough spot and you don't want to talk about this, but you should really budge. You should really bite or whatever. Why? Ask yourself this, guys. Why do you think KEEMSTAR is saying that? All right? Think about this. You know what he wants to do, all right? And I don't like that. I think if you have all this information, you should come out with it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, make sure, first of all, verify it. You know, talk to people. Make sure you have your shit absolutely straight. But once you've done all that, don't sit on it for a year. Why? You know? So...
yeah, what changed in those 9 months?
That's what I want to know. People are saying like they waited for like a contract or something to... I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't seen any source on that, but I don't know. It's just strange too. Because you even admitted on my stream that people were hitting you up about this months ago.
Yes.
Like, this was a planned drama.
So what happened is like in November, I was told by someone, hey, there's going to be a big pedo story happening in a couple months or whatever, look out. And I didn't know who it was or what it's about. It's just a pedo story. Okay. Then a couple weeks ago, they DM me again and they're like, you know, that's the thing I was talking about earlier. It's about to come out soon. All I can say is pay attention to Noah Hugbox's Twitter. And then after it released, he was like, there you go, there it is. So I know it's the Carson stuff, but up until, you know, recently, up until it released, I didn't know it was about Carson, and then up until very shortly before that, I didn't even know that like Noah was going to be coming out with the information. So
that sounds like a friend of a friend wanting to feel special and wanting to tease your cock, like, "Oh, hey, I know something. It's happened." Like,
but yeah, basically they were planning to like come out with this like, and he did pitch it to me as a pedo story. I'm not like paraphrasing. He told me it was a pedo thing.
Okay, so you were pitched to this like a pedo story is coming out.
Yes.
Like,
it wasn't like, oh, it's weird or anything. He said pedo.
Someone basically said, get ready to read tweets. It's coming.
Yeah.
But but I don't like that. Like, you're literally just making it. You're like, it's like you're hyping up. Like it's like you're fucking you know, fired up the popcorn machine. Like, ooh, tonight's gonna be. Oh, we're gonna watch this epic, you know, movie. It's gonna be great and entertaining.
Yeah,
you know,
dude, new movie releases, dude.
Come on over, you know, like that just sounds weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. And it was pitched.
Don't be that guy.
I don't know. And for the record, I'm not saying Hugbox was pitching at that. No. but it's not Hugbox for those of you wondering.
It's Lunchbox.
Oh no, Hugbox didn't DM me.
Yeah,
The
it's not.
person
I just want to make
DM'd
sure that's
me
clear.
That Hugbox was about to talk about something.
And they were anonymous, right?
I don't know if they want to be kept anonymous, but
Oh shit! Oh, never mind. Oh fuck. Okay.
Well,
It's someone who has publicly talked about the situation, is publicly attached to the situation. But I mean,
this is worse than I thought. I thought it was a stranger like trying to tip you.
oh no, it wasn't a stranger. It's someone related to the story, but I don't know if I can say who it is.
Interesting. All right.
It wasn't someone in Lunchbox though.
See, they're teasing Bowblax. Now he's teasing us.
No, I don't
I'm just-
want to
yeah,
like
yeah,
try
yeah.
and tease people.
Yeah.
I'm just like don't know if like they're
Mhm.
comfortable with me saying.
Yeah, I feel. Well, I'm
I
sure.
could, like ask them. I guess
If Nick was here, he'd probably get you to say it. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna get special guests here tonight. Moving on to the next.
Speaking of which, I have to-
By the way, we are memeing when we say lunchbox. We know it's Hugbox, okay? We just rather eat lunch than hug around, okay?
I'm getting them confused because Lunchbox isn't Lunchbox the name of the group, and then Hugbox is the name of the creator in the group.
Just pretend we're memeing, bro. Don't let them know we don't know.
Confused. I don't know. Whatever. Someone's having lunch. Someone's hugging. This box is
Exactly.
involved. I have no idea what's going on, man. Lunch
Awesome.
club. Lunch club. Lunch club. Yeah.
Lunch club, Hugbox.
Yeah, I feel like it's so obvious,
Club.
dude. I've never known Lunch Club was a group until yesterday. So sorry.
Okay. Sorry, I'm quiet. I was just DMing the guest. Okay. Just get the rants through. 666 says, no, the nudes are legal. If they remain private, there's less than a 4-year age gap, and they're under 22. It's not classified as CP, no crimes. All right, that is the super chat source. We'll have to, I guess, fact check that later. I don't know.
I mean, look, and I don't know if you want to even get to legal stuff, okay? Like, personally, on YouTube, guys, none of us are fucking legal experts.
All right.
What do you?
My thing is that it doesn't matter because Carson's he's never gonna get charged.
Exactly.
Nothing's gonna happen to him. So
that's like saying you jaywalked. Yeah, you're not gonna get charged for that. Like this is not like, it's very clear. Nobody's even like insinuated that they want to like press charges or anything like that. So it's like, why would you even jump to that kind of thing? You know, we're not gonna be discussing that. Is what I won't. I mean, I don't know.
Commentary stats through 381 says, so Carson's lost over 100K followers now. Slightly amused black kid from the suburbs through 5 says, let me catch my son to being 20 and messing with high schoolers still. He had to have been down bad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, actually, honestly, yeah, true. I mean, I don't know. People always make them. Well, then again, I'm so fucking. This is the guy who got cucked by Fitz. So, I'm gonna have to pull up that tweet for anything for views. All right, that's a separate story. We'll get into that later. All right, there's some funny stuff to this. Another minion through $1 in super chat. Thank you very much. Sharkman through 2 says Boomer Nation. NXL Productions through 2 says fresh out the shower. Let's fucking go. Daniel Hucken through 5 says, caught the stream yesterday. It was amazing. Also, just to let you know, Carson shut down his Discord server after he admitted to everything. We'll get into that. Thank you. Okay. Pulsiver Point through 5 says, private doesn't make it legal. So, alright. Let's take a look at the girl here. I'm gonna read this all out. This is the first girl. And this might be interrupted, real quickly. Oh, wait, hold on. I think Hugbox is here.
All right.
Okay. All right, I just told him to hop in collars. Okay, we'll get into that in a second here. Let me see. Does anyone know what his account is?
I don't know what his account is, but
The big T with the face.
in the meantime, you should look at the.
I thought you were talking about the video. Well, yeah, you could look at that video, but we'll probably be able to figure it.
Sorry if I'm
there he is.
Okay.
Yeah, his YouTube account's attached to it.
Hugbox, you're on the air. Welcome to RFC.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? So, thank you first of all for coming on the show, man. You sparked up quite the discussion on Drama Alert yesterday, and a lot of people have a lot of questions. So I appreciate you hopping on here for a quick minute. Yeah, I mean, I guess like if I just had to jump right into this, you know, not waste any time. I think the first question people want to know is why did it take so long for this to come out?
I can hit on that real quick. So
Okay.
when he told me, he was very vague about the nature of what he actually did. He was very there were no concrete numbers, there were no dates, and there was really I didn't have any proof aside from his word, right? And he followed up on what he told me, where he was like, "Oh yeah, I did this," with basically, and I just made an attempt on my own life.
Oh,
so the situation was kind of that I I wasn't about to put a guy who is already in that state over the edge. That was not going to be something that I would do. And can I clear something up real quick as well, which is that we didn't go to Keem. Keem came to us, actually. Or rather, Keem came to me.
Yeah.
But
makes
sorry,
a lot of sense.
Okay, so obviously you didn't want to tip this guy over the edge. You were trying to be careful there.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that within about 2 weeks of us finding out, I was aware that Slimecicle had the intentions to contact law enforcement. So I kind of already knew that that was covered. And I'm pretty sure that it was talked about where it's basically like, well, if this gets just like blown out into the public, then that would interfere with actual professional people who know what they're doing, finding out the truth about this.
Right, exactly. Yes, because Slimecicle said, under my understanding, that he had actually, you said the intention, he said that he had actually contacted the police, is that correct?
Yeah, I got the impression from him, at least, like I'm saying, within probably 2 weeks of when we were told. I'm pretty sure that he told me that he had the intention to do that.
Okay, alright. So he just went, like, he was like, this has to go to the authorities right now.
Yep.
Okay, alright. So, on Drama Alert, I think the main criticism was that the ages were never discussed or whatever. Was there any reason why that was left out, or?
Because I didn't want to say something that was wrong, because, like I said, the numbers kept changing.
Oh, so it's only recently it's been confirmed.
I don't even know if it's technically even been confirmed, is what I would say, because, like, for me, all I know is that I don't really know the specifics. I just know that it happened.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Oh,
because he had called you back in March of last year, and obviously, I mean, technically, you can record a phone call, but it's, it's not as easy as recording like a Discord call or something. So he told you in call as well as Travis, and then he told everyone else like in person before. Is that?
He told Travis in person too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he told.
I was just I was the only one that wasn't there because I was just sick. So he called me separately.
Okay. People in chat are asking, is there like a report we can see or whatever to the police report? I would assume that.
I have no idea. I've never seen one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you just okay. So Carson calls you and tells you this or whatever. Most people in the group decide that the the best move is to just, I guess, wait and handle this later, except for Slimecicle, of course. I guess what was like the thought process going through y'all's heads? Like, what are you thinking? Like, Carson comes to you and admits to this stuff to you out of nowhere.
My thought was, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help it. Yeah, probably mine too.
That was pretty much my thought was, fuck.
Because you all had a group together. I mean, I'm sure you're thinking, how is this going to impact our business? How is this going to impact our group or whatever? The group apparently split up like shortly after.
Yeah, here's the thing. I didn't really. That wasn't really my chief concern. My main concern was I was just like, wow, this is awful, and there's absolutely no fucking way we can do anything about it. And I assumed that I would be sued if I ever said anything about it because I had literally no hard proof at all.
Okay. So you were in that situation. Let's see. So,
and also, let me just say, we had no idea who the girls were, or like I said, or when that happened, so there was no way to get into contact with them and say, did this happen to you?
Okay. So do you think that KEEMSTAR had a plan to like do this to kind of see if they would come out?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Because here's what I'm wondering right now. Here's what I'm thinking, right? So you know this or whatever. KEEMSTAR then hits you up recently or whatever to come on Drama Alert and do the interview. Why come out now?
Oh, as soon as I had any opportunity, when somebody asked me about it, I was going to come out about it. I wasn't going to lie.
Okay.
So I actually in the last 2 months, basically, this shit was really eating at me because he basically told us back then that he was going to take a step back or whatever.
And yeah, none of that happened. And like I said, I started realizing, I was like, we've waited a pretty damn long time and nothing has come of it. And he's just still doing that. So my intent was to just get my story straight. And then if anybody asks me, then I know. And it was, about a month into doing that, I'd say. Or no, it was probably a month and a half.
Yeah,
I talked to Keem 2 weeks ago. And
Yeah. What I was getting at basically was like what changed basically. So you're saying like the pressure was eating on you. You were, Carson wasn't really doing anything about it. He wasn't addressing it or anything like that. He was just going on business as usual. And then Keemstar hits you up all of a sudden. How does Keemstar get into this?
Oh, he heard about it from other people apparently.
Okay, so it was spreading. Did most of the Twitch streamers know about this behind the scenes?
I don't know. I do know that I would tell people. Because I was like, I didn't want it to be a secret. I just, like I said, I couldn't do anything publicly for the fear of legal action.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, Keem might have been like told in a similar vein to me because what I was told is that there was going to be a pedo allegation coming out and Noah was going to be the one to do it, but I didn't know it was Carson or anything like that. So maybe
I don't even know where that would come from.
Similar DM and then contacted you.
Yeah, maybe. And I also, I made sure that I heard what he knew first before I started telling him what I knew, and he knew a remarkable amount.
So, you didn't know the ages on Drama Alert. You only found out when everyone else found out when the girls came out.
This is well, I mean, yeah, now I know for a fact that there were the two that were 17, but like I said, I was told 17 like 1 or 2 times, and different people had different information, so I was like, I'm not going to make like a hard and fast thing where I go, oh yeah, it was these 17-year-old girls, because I was like, dude, I don't fucking know. I can't certify that.
Okay, all right. Because I think that was like the main criticism is like, you say sexting girls or whatever, it's like, it's more to know like the ages or whatever, but you're saying you were getting conflicting information. You didn't want this to be like a pyrocynical French girl, like 14, 15, 13, like nobody knows the fucking age. Okay.
Exactly. I knew it would just weaken it if I started giving information that I couldn't certify.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I think that's been the main criticism is like this was, at least from my end, I think this was mishandled. I think more should have been gathered and prepared at the start before this comes out or whatever. And also, I think like, when this was brought up like 9 months ago or whatever, like more action probably should have been taken then. Like if you discern from this that he's like a threat or whatever, then absolutely like some sort of investigation should be done to figure this out or whatever. Like Carson comes and tells you or whatever. I think, in my opinion, the first immediate question in my head, if my friend is telling me he's sexting girls or whatever, I'm gonna be like, who? And what are the ages or whatever? So
honestly, well, here's the thing: is if I'm being real with you, Carson was not my friend. Like that is not like the.
But y'all had a group together, right?
Yeah,
but it was purely business.
Pretty much. I mean, I live with the guy, and no, I wouldn't consider him my friend. I don't think that if you had asked me at any point in that period, I would have really considered him my friend.
Interesting. Okay.
He was an old friend, like I knew him before, but at that point, I didn't really see him as a friend, if that makes sense.
Okay, all right, that kind of.
So we didn't really have the rapport that he would tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah. No, my question about you saying that like Carson like kept going on as usual, and that's kind of why you came out. By going on as usual, do you mean like not addressing it, or do you mean like he's still sexting underage girls?
It was primarily to me, aside from the fact that I in no way could really tell myself that I believe that it stopped happening necessarily. Not that I believe that it stopped happening, but I have no reason to believe that. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, you continue. Sorry.
Yeah, and also it was the fact that way back when he was like, "Oh, this is going to be really bad for all the people around me." Basically, like, get clear, essentially. And then he proceeded to go and collaborate with a ton of people, and that was making me uncomfortable that those people were going to get roped into that.
Well, some of the people, and I don't know necessarily about collaborations, but we were looking at this early in the stream or whatever. Like, I think we saw, like, J-Slat, who was also in the group or whatever, like, he had made some tweet or whatever, like, get ready for how bad 2021's gonna be, and then, Carson's replying to it, and J-Slat's making jokes about him getting cheated on or something like that, so they were interacting, despite, after the fact knowing or whatever. I'm just curious, like, because it seems a little bit weird, right? If they know this is happening, and this has been, like, planned for months or whatever, like, how how does that, like, why are they interacting or something? I don't know.
I don't want to speak for other people. Like, I really don't. But well, let me put it this way. Were I to put myself in their shoes, what I would assume is it's mainly because of the mental health thing.
Okay. Were these people more friendly with Carson than you?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Like,
all right.
That's what I'm saying, is like, I think that they have more of a reason to have kept in contact. Like, it would make sense. They were closer to him, so they could probably have helped more than I could, even so.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to think and make sure I get all my questions. I didn't prep for this, by the way. This is kind of impromptu, and I had so much other shit going on today, so I'm just trying to make sure I get through every question that people have.
I mean, off the bat, though, I think so much got scored away straight off the bat. Is there anything that, like, you would want to clear up since the reception from yesterday's Keemstar episode?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is honestly, like, I'm not... I just noticed I got some pushback for saying that Keem did a good job with it, and I really just, like, I get why people have a problem with Keem, but at the same time, I really just do not feel like you could say this was something that he handled particularly poorly.
Okay.
Because it seemed like he had done his due diligence at the time. You know what I mean? Like, people were like, oh, yeah, drama alert, but it was like, he basically was like, yeah, just come on and say the truth and just the facts. Okay. It's like, yeah.
And from your perspective, you're just like, this has been eating you for 2 months or whatever, so you decide at any given opportunity you're going to come out about this. Keemstar comes to you or whatever. If it had been Scarce, it had been anyone else or whatever, you probably, I would assume, would have gone on their shows. It doesn't, what I'm saying is that for your sake, it doesn't matter what the platform is. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just whoever would have been the first one to ask me, I would have told them.
Okay. All right. I guess why not come out yourself then, right?
Lawsuit. No evidence.
Okay.
And I was actually, that was originally partially a plan, was to just make a video with a bunch of people basically being like, yeah, I too was told this, but then plans kind of changed.
I actually think it's usually a better route to, like, you know, be questioned like in this kind of candid way versus people assuming you're trying to start a war or something. So I don't know. I think it's cool to be so candid. And, yeah.
That was kind of the mentality. Is that it's as weird as it to say, Drama Alert was more like neutral ground than if somebody had just uploaded.
Yeah, it's not like you're trying to get views off of CallMeCarson.
Exactly. Yeah, because that'll always be the first attack.
Well, I mean,
ultimately, I don't think it would have mattered that much.
It doesn't matter, like, if you're doing this. It matters if you're saying the truth, all right? It doesn't matter.
At the end of the day.
And what matters is that if this guy is a threat or whatever, this is going to the proper authorities. I mean, YouTube is not the place. Like, generally, when a lot of the stories like this get broken out or whatever, the first, question is, did this go to the authorities? And is this being handled by, someone who's, not Drama Alert or any other drama channel or whatever, so.
Yeah, and I was under the impression that the authorities had been notified for about 9 months by that point.
Okay, all right. I think that about covers it for my questions. Edwin, Bowblax, if you have anything you want to ask, other than
my personal take on the authorities is, like, especially instances like this where, the age difference is so bare like this, typically they're not going to do anything, especially if a person doesn't want to take instance. I don't think it should be like a sin to not be able to speak up about it, so I don't think there's any shame in saying this kind of thing about someone.
And to be fair, my concern is really less the criminality element. It's more about, like, the idea of fucking Minecraft YouTuber hitting on their fans, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Especially these days where stan culture is being glorified in the Minecraft.
Yeah.
This is literally why I go so hard
on Holy.
This is legitimately exactly why I go so hard on stans, is because of this experience, and because the creators are putting them into a sort of mindset where they are vulnerable to this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Props to you for taking a stance there, because
Yeah, but I did want to ask about, like, sorry, I'm slightly losing my train of thought here, but do you think that CallMeCarson was contacting a 17-year-old because they were 17 and he's into people under 18 only? Or was it more of just a case of, hey, they're close in age, so he's still sexually attracted to 17-year-olds as 19, and, like, currently as a 21-year-old, he wouldn't do that?
I have no reason really. I mean, obviously that's fucking weird to do that, but I wouldn't really say I have a reason to believe that he's actually like a pedophile. I would say it's more just because he had opportunity and these people were there.
All right.
Yeah. Attention depraved kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if that's, I think, I mean, I can't think of any other questions or whatever. Thank you for coming on, man. I mean, I appreciate it. You know, I know I don't think you're getting a lot of heat. I don't know, but I see you getting some.
I'm not.
So if you,
I think it was important to clear up like why it took so long, because that kind of was unanswered, and I think your answer makes a lot of sense. So I'm glad I know that now.
And we didn't want to. I don't think that we wanted to really discuss that in the drama alert thing, because then it seems like we're making excuses and trying to cover our ass, and we're not. You know, like. But yeah, I appreciate.
But it's I'm glad it's clarified now, though.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on to clear this up, because it needed to be.
Yeah. No problem,
one last question. What do you think about him playing 107 hours on the Steam game Pregnancy?
Oh my god. Fuck off.
I don't even know if that screenshot is real.
Actually, I have a serious question or whatever. I meant to ask this before, but it left my head or whatever. The Caterino thing. Did you see that tweet from Anything for Views where he's saying that, like, I don't know if you have any intel on this or whatever. It was a bit of a weird thing. So amidst, like, you know, the accusations or whatever, people were apparently saying that CallMeCarson had, he had apparently, like, Fitz was, like, hitting on Kay. He, you know, asked Carson, are you guys dating? Carson said no. He said, are you okay if I, you know, hit on her? Carson said, yeah, no problem or whatever. And then, you know, he smashed, and Carson apparently sent the stands after him or whatever, as Anything for Views put it in a now deleted tweet. That seems weird to me, because from my perspective, you know, when that whole drama with, you know, Carson and Kay was going down, why wouldn't Kate or even Fitz just come out with that story and just, you know, own them right there? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say I don't want to speak to the other stuff because I just don't know. But I will say that I was under the impression for the entire time that, like, they were hanging out, that they were not dating. Like I was told that repeatedly. So that's really the extent of my knowledge in that situation.
Okay. Interesting.
Fair enough.
So I think that kind of changes the narrative a little bit if that's true. But you know,
I mean, these are all Noah's opinions. And thoughts and perspectives. So he's not speaking facts and everything, guys. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm just speaking for myself. Don't think that anything I say stands for the other guys or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. You told me, you said, I don't want to speak for the other guys or whatever. Obviously, yeah, we're going to honor that.
Yeah.
We're not going to make you.
Tomorrow we'll be having on J Schlatt, and the next day we'll be having on Drink.
Yeah, right. How big do you think All right, I'm going to let you go, man. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah. No, it's been a pleasure, dude. Have a good stream.
Thank you.
You too.
Peace.
Okay, how did I do? That was an impromptu interview.
Well done. I think that went really well.
I hope I didn't miss anything. It's gonna kill me if I go on Twitter and they're like, "Why did you ask this?" I'm like, "Fuck."
No, I honestly think that went really well, and I think I think he was made to feel comfortable for the most part. I don't know. I mean, I think I deserved an answer for my question, but you know, I guess it's fine.
You fucking asshole.
What, dude? He laughed. I think. Listen, no, if you want to hop back up and answer it, go ahead and hop into callers. We'll put you back in.
I'm sorry, this shit. Hold on.
Yeah, some of the chatters may not know the context, so go ahead and show it there.
This came out on, I don't know when. Okay, this came out like a few hours ago. CallMeCarson has a game on his Steam log called Pregnancy. Pregnancy is a game about a 14-year-old girl. Oh, this isn't funny. In Hungary, where she is.
Oh God.
R-worded and gets pregnant and is looking for advice in her future pregnancy. He has clocked in 100. Okay, this is the funny part. He has clocked in 107 hours for a game you can beat in approximately 40 minutes. Motherfucker's breaking out the math over here. So they found his Steam account, found he played a game of this nature. Call me crazy. It's funny as fuck. But is this really relevant? Like, it feels like the biggest leap in the world. I don't know.
Leap? It's just funny, dude. It's really a funny.
It's objectively funny that he has so many hours logged into this shit.
I just wanted to make the homie laugh. He was hanging out with us. I appreciate that. I think it worked, at least.
Yeah.
Why would he have that many hours in a 40-minute game, though? And about
I think that's a valid question.
Maybe
it has to be Photoshop.
Maybe
there's no way.
Maybe he's a speedrunner.
It's not Photoshop. I clicked the link. It's real. They provided
maybe the Steam hours glitched on it. Maybe like he glitched it as a meme. Maybe he opened it on a old computer and then threw it away and forgot it was on minimize. Like
maybe he just really likes. Maybe he just really liked the title screen music. I don't know. You ever leave on like Super Mario Kart? Leave on the title music. It's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
leave on the pregnancy music.
Really good music, man.
You're saying you think he left on the music to the game of a pregnancy girl getting raped? Dude.
You don't know if they made some banging tracks for that game. You don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure they made him real banging, dude, but probably not consensually. So.
Okay. All right.
What?
Good one.
I mean, Jesus.
I hope I did as good of a job on the interview. Guys, I suck at interviews, alright? So I hope I did. Alright.
You did good.
I thought we got every question out. If we didn't, I'm gonna be...
I hope so. Worst case scenario, if I missed something important, I could probably just DM him and get an answer later, so whatever. Erica with a K through $20. Miss your show so much. Have some stimulus money. Thank you. Lieutenant Cobra through 270 says, why did SMP Live ban me and LMAO for talking about Carson? Yeah, they're shutting it all down. Max through 5 says, is there a way to check if Slimecicle did go to the authorities? We asked that. He has no way of knowing that. We'd have to ask Slimecicle himself.
Yeah. Look, like, I'm just saying, if you really check the odds of it being pursued, let's like, hey, that person, like, jaywalked or stole a little candy. Like, not saying it's not bad, but it's like when there's no, I don't know. And really, I don't know if this sounds stupid on my part to even say out loud, but it's like the odds of it being pursued, you really need the victim's cooperation too. Like, if she doesn't want to pursue it legally, it's very likely not going to happen.
Absolutely.
And apparently they didn't know who the girls were. So like, how can you put in a police report without knowing the victim?
Yeah, it likely could have been like an incident report.
I don't know how much Slimecicle knew, but
okay.
Assuming he knew it just as much
KEEMSTAR
as Noah.
confirmed pictures. Let me see. Normally I wouldn't click a link in chat, but I just a KEEMSTAR.
Oof. Yeah, don't do it on. Well, I guess it's.
All right. Actually, considering the fact that we're talking about fucking nudes, maybe I should open this on a different screen.
Yeah, Twitter is not exactly safe.
Okay, it's just text. Let's see. I reached out to Copycat asking if nudes were exchanged with Carson. She stated yes on Snapchat, which is not saved. Well, unless she screenshotted it, but...
So I guess now we just wait for Carson's responses. I mean, this could be tomorrow. This could be a month like it took for Pyro.
Yeah, I mean, knowing, like, Carson's track record, like his he hasn't obviously been in a controversy this big, but knowing like his track record in general on just like responding to drama, like with the cheating drama or whatever, I don't know if he'll do a good job. It seems like he's the type of person to crack under pressure and stuff like that.
He was not a fighter with Katarina, not at all.
No,
so
like he didn't even like. He just like kind of briefly talked about it on Reddit. He's like, no, I regret it. Don't send hate.
If he didn't get cheated on, then fuck, dude. Interesting.
Yeah, then maybe that was more of an aggressive move than like a passive move.
Someone is tweeting me on Twitter. Have you seen Carson's private Twitter? No. Nobody let me in.
I know what it is. I wasn't following prior to this, so I can't get in, or prior to him locking it.
Yeah, well, there's got to be someone in this chat who's following the private. If there's something,
because there's 400K.
I think we'd know. It'd probably go viral by now.
I assume if something juicy on there, it would be like screenshot and tweeted, because people do that with Dreams private. So
yeah, exactly.
And that's when he isn't in major controversy. So
okay, let's see. Suppressed LMG through 5 says, look at Carson's most played Steam game. The 5th or 4th one is really bad. I don't know, Carson.
We literally just went over it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the game? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, guys, you can make that example bigger. The one where Carson is literally himself saying that he exchanged nudes with 17-year-olds. And I'm even seeing him say plural too. So he's kind of corroborating their story preemptively.
Okay, this is my guys. A little bit of a lesson here in stories like this. All right, when you have the guy pinned down or whatever, he's like admitting to it, and then you see some stupid shit like Steam game, dude. You just look like a fuck. You already have them, all right. You don't need this like weird shit.
I mean, luckily it's just like it's a fan. It's not like
funny.
You know,
it's funny, but is it
YouTuber.
anything concrete? No, it's a fucking video game with a story. All right.
It's just someone on Twitter who wanted to get a lot of likes because Carson did this shit. They probably knew about for a long time, and they're like, "Oh shit, I can make a banger tweet with this."
Yeah.
Considering what's going on.
Okay, let me just make sure I'm all caught up here. Okay, we are. Thank you, everybody. Oh, we have some more coming in. Anonymous Tip 5 says, After Hours is the best show on YouTube. Keep it up. 2021 will be a great year if we make it, If we make it a great year. R.I.P. Doom, R.I.P. Alexi. Lance Fenton through one says, you can literally just replace the game with any other .exe in the game folder and Steam will still think you're playing the game. It's pretty easy to fake Steam game hours. Okay, so interesting.
Oh, okay. That's probably what happened. There's no way he was actually just playing that over and over. It's just making a joke or whatever.
It's a very intuitive game.
Yeah. Carson's too busy playing 8-ball for that shit, dude.
Okay. So I have this right here. Let me find the original girl here. We still haven't even read through this. We're like an hour in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You want to say something first?
No, I thought you were gonna go into Joko. I was gonna say, so who is the Joko guy? But you're gonna go through girl.
So this is the original girl. She's 18 now.
Yep.
She was 17 when she messaged Carson when Carson was 19. Grooming, pedophilia, Carson situation. I can personally come out and say that I've been groomed by Carson. I have talked to many people and never came out about this since. At the time, I was still 17 and in high school. I jokingly tweeted at Carson, "Be my boyfriend" on my old account. He didn't reply to the tweet and went straight to my DMs. I don't have old screenshots, but I have Discord messages. Continue. Here's a few things he said about me. So Carson says, "I'm scared. I want to talk to you for the wrong reasons." She says, "Elaborate." Carson says, "What if I only wanted to talk to you for the sexual part of it? I don't want that, but like, I'm worried about it. What if subconsciously, I'm only talking to you because it turns me on or something?" He says, "Fucking hell. I want to, but it's a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared getting your hopes up or something. I'm willing to try, but it's such a bad idea. But so is sexing you. Fuck."
He's like panicking while he's doing it. What the fuck?
Yeah. "Is that really what you want? What other options are there?" she says. "Also, what would you want to happen?" He says, "I don't know. All I know is every time I jack off now, I have a really hard time not thinking of you."
Okay.
Fucking A's.
The way Augie reads it.
Holy shit. Why would you write this? Why'd you write this
The
in general?
follow-up message, dude.
I guess my brain got stimulated and now it wants more, you know? Sorry was in school, but yeah, I get that. Okay. I know it's 1970, but that DM looks funny. Fuck you, alright? Holy shit.
That DM looks crazy, dude.
Because there was probably a gap in text, as you see.
Yeah. What if we re-add on Snap, and next time you're horny, we have some fun again? She says, "I don't want that to be the only thing we do, you know?" He says, "Yeah, but fuck Sam. You're hard to resist." She says, "So are you. I feel like this is all my fault, damn." He says, "If anything, it's my fault, because I can't control myself."
Dude, holy shit.
Oh, I guess I read that a little bit out of order, but whatever.
Fucking hell.
Well, so she's also saying that the nudes were exchanged on Snap. She's kind of implied there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Can we do something other than sex?" She's like,
saying,
"No,
like-
I can't.
I'm sorry, that's all I like you for.
He's saying, like, next
like,
time,
whoa.
let's have some fun again, or whatever. I guess,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I think we know at this point it's fucking news.
Dude,
but whatever.
Carson's a coomer, dude.
This man is fucking... He's got the coom disease. Holy shit.
Dude, he has a one-track mind.
So, more messages. Oh, boy. Carson says, "We should add back and Snap. What do you think?" She says, "Sounds good to me. But like I said, I don't want it to be just sexual, you know? I wouldn't mind calling and watching shit together. Or playing. Or play something, you feel?" He says, "Yeah, I feel you. Just hit me next time you're horny."
What the f- Are you fucking kidding
I
me?
feel you.
Wait.
You know what? Just ignore me unless you're horny.
This
Then I'll
girl-
interact.
She just said, "I don't want this to just be sexual." He's like, I get it. Anyway, just hit me up when you're horny, alright? I'll be around.
Oh, dude!
What?
Let's go!
Dude! What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
Chat spam
Dude,
and call me
he
Coomer.
only wants the tits, pussy, and ass, dude. Nothing else.
Holy
Bro, women are more than just Tits and ass and pussy.
Dude, they're more than just fucking sexy objects. What the fuck, dude?
They can cook too. Anyway, oh sorry. No, they can do a lot more things.
And
raise the kids, you know, homeschool them, you know. You got a lot of.
Oh jeez, dude, you don't have to one up me, man. It's cool.
Home cooked meal.
all right. Next shot, dude. I don't want to.
I'll leave it up to you when we do. I'll leave it up to you for when we do sexual stuff. All right. PAX is fun. She says the town I live in is all white people. I wanted to. Wait, why is this coming up? I wanted to go to PAX.
Wait, we know CallMeCarson isn't racist.
Yeah.
Dude, so if any screenshots come out of him saying the N-word, you know it's fake, because look, he's not racist, see?
The town I live in is all white people. I wanted to go to PAX, but completely forgot to get tickets. Next year, I think I'm going with my friend. Carson says, bro, we could have gone on a date. When you turn 18! I just think of the Tommy C clip. I gotta play this again.
Turn 18. That clip happened 2 months before this. 2 months before
All
that
right,
was sent.
since we got like 3,300 people in here, I gotta play this again. I'm sorry, but it's too funny. 30-second clip.
2 months
This is an
before.
interview with CallMeCarson 2 months before these DMs.
The hell's the matter with
What's
you?
up?
What is the matter with
Hello?
you? Hello, you're on with CallMeCarson.
Hello, Mr. Carson.
How's it going?
Longtime fan.
Oh, really?
How
long?
Yeah.
How old are you? First of all, Carson, you got to do this. Hold on, watch. How old are you, sweetheart?
Don't worry about it.
You're okay, Carson. She's below 18. Now continue. Now we know.
Listen, when you're like me, you just assume all are under 18.
You better if you're a YouTuber. You better. That's a good strategy.
That's safe.
Safe.
Yep.
2 months later, hey, hurry up! Tommy said that I have to wait till 18, so fucking hurry up.
Oh.
Tell me when. Drop the expiration date. Dude, when's the embargo lift, bro?
Again, remember. Alright, I don't want to fucking... I'm Alex, this guy, alright? 1917. 1917. 1917. Still, though. But when fucking nudes are being exchanged, and just in general, alright? Like Carson said 2 months before this, alright? Safe. Safe. Anyway. Okay, this is really
Holy
small.
shit.
It's hard to read, yeah. I had to, like...
Carson says, I needed to talk to a fan that just turned 17 that I'm interested in getting to know better, despite my own concerns given the circumstances of the situation and their own list of problems weighing it down.
What the fuck is that? Where's the context there? What
Probably
is that to
giving
her?
it to a friend. Or to
No,
her,
she said to her. That doesn't make no sense.
I guess.
She's saying more messages.
His account ID with messages in the back. Another message. Carson says, no nude photography, so I do not care. I only care about nude bodies. She says, nudies are a no-no. Stop!
What the hell? So
Only-
it's something he picked her.
He likes the nude bodies.
Yeah.
He likes the tits, pussy, and ass.
Dude. Watching fucking... Dude, oh my god. I've read so many DMs of just, like, nerdy YouTubers trying to flirt and, like...
Dude.
Just...
Dude, okay, just I can barely see the text up front above that, but it says something like, my makeup is spooky, and he's like, I don't care, I want to see you naked, basically. It's like, no, stop. I'm more than just that. I have cool makeup on. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it says my makeup's spooky up there. Good catch, I did not.
Jeez, dude.
Screen recording of our phone messages. Okay, so she... Wait, is more shown?
There's probably more shown, actually. I mean, I didn't look through it for my video, but...
Good night, Samantha. Sure was fun. Yes, have a good one. Nights. Man, it's been so hard not messaging you. Hope all is well. It's been hard not messaging you as well. I'm doing a lot better. Hope you're feeling good.
More ways than one, I'm sure.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been really fucking hard to not message you. Why is that? You're really enjoyable to talk to, and you're cute. I appreciate that, but like, we can't, right? I don't know, can we? I'm scared. I want to talk to you for the wrong reasons. Elaborate? Okay, and that goes into what we read before. She says the thing is, I still want to talk to you, and honestly, it's worth it for me, even if I still get hurt. How? It just is. You. Ree also 17, and that gives me heebie-jeebies. I don't know. I guess we just stick to the plan. My feelings on this are a mess. So are mine. My brain keeps telling me I should stop talking to girls, period. Full stop. But here I am. My brain at this point of knowing this is wrong, but I really don't want to stop. What makes you want it so badly? Because you're an actual wholesome person that is enjoyable to talk to without me having to keep my emotions hidden. Thinking hard right now. He's thinking hard right now, boys.
He's thinking real hard.
Yeah. With more than one head.
Bro, think about that other one, dude.
Jeez.
Says, well, we could just talk. No dating. No sexting. You could just message me and chat whenever.
Yeah, this motherfucker shot his shot with more than one head.
Bruh.
Fuck.
That would be fine with me. We can just see what happens with us in the future, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I want a girlfriend, but I'm also scared about having a girlfriend. You're also 17, and a little bit more on the unstable. Holy shit!
What the fuck, dude?
Holy fuck! Dude!
Wait! That is not... Carson! That is not how you talk to
Bro,
women.
bro. This... Okay. Okay, look at the way he's talking.
Dude.
Holy shit! Even Augie knew that, dude.
Holy
Bro,
fuck!
That's
Man,
not cool the way he's talking.
This man went nuclear all 0 to 100, dude. This man went from horny to nuclear. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Look, this is why I need to be on the show. I mean, we gotta see the way he's talking to her. I mean, you're unstable. Do you agree? He's fucking making her agree to his judgments of her and saying like,
What?
hey, like, yeah, like.
Holy.
That's wrong, dude. So like, you know,
you're a bit on the unstable side.
Hot damn, dude.
Your
I
liability.
read these. I did not see these before. I did not read
I'm
these.
so
to him
glad I
yet.
paused to actually read these. Holy shit. That is... Man's
What
just
the
out of nowhere. Goes from
fuck?
horny to fucking just roast her. Just right there. What the fuck? Says, which is why I think it would be good for you to have someone who can build you up. And then I also don't hurt you in any way. Do you agree? Yeah, but my mind is just saying fuck it. Fuck what? I don't know. My mind is just everywhere right now. I'm curious. In your head, where do you see this going? I don't even know. My mind is all over the place right now. Should we just stick with the plan? Not talk for a year? Meet at PAX? Carson says, do you think that's what's
Dude.
best?
Nah, keep going. I'm just reacting.
She says, I think so. Also, your haircut looks really good today. Thank you. You're welcome. But I think we should stick to that plan. Sound like a plan? Yeah, sure. Alright, cool. Next day? Is that
Dude!
really what you want? Wait a minute, whoa!
Dude! He wants to keep seeing her fucking naked!
Bro!
He doesn't want to let her go! He wants to wait till she says... No, he doesn't actually want to wait. Oh my god.
Dude, this guy is like as anxious as I was waiting for my channel to get unbanned, dude. I was just like,
yeah!
Let me in, dude!
Yeah, except, you know...
Except I'm
yeah,
talking about a
but-
YouTube channel, not a, you know.
Yeah. You get a hard on for different reasons, so...
Yeah, dude.
God.
Is that really what you want? What other options are there? Also, what would you want to happen? Carson says, I don't know.
Oh,
all I know is every time I jack off,
Oh
I have
my
a
God.
really hard time not thinking about you. You're right, there does. Let's see. What if I re-add you on Snapchat?
Wait, you read that part where it says, I have a hard time not wanting to jack off?
Yeah,
Okay.
we've read that.
Yeah, it was in the ones that she showed.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
Alright, next time you're horny, hit me up. We can have some fun again. I just don't want that to be the only thing we do, you know? Yeah, but fuck Sam, you're hard to resist, so are you. I feel like that is my fault, damn. Let's see.
I want more now. I just know what's going on between us right now. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, then.
very.
Very. It doesn't help that I'm a fucking plague and I don't know how to stop. We both say one thing and do the fucking opposite. It's all so sexually charged. I can't help it. You're just such a turn on for me. We are both in the same boat, man. We should add back on Snapchat. What do you think?
Ah! So, dude! What? After talking about stopping, he's like, fuck it, let's go back on Snapchat.
Sounds good to me. But like I said, I don't want it to just be sexual, you know? I wouldn't mind calling and watching shit together or playing something, you feel? Yeah, I feel you. Just hit me up next time you're horny. I'll leave it up to you when we do sexual stuff. I will, but I've been falling asleep mad early lately. So maybe we can just call tonight and just talk. What about? Whatever. Keep getting to know each other. Fucking hell.
Wait. Know each other. Fucking hell.
I want to, but it's a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared getting your hopes up or something. I'm willing to try, but it's such a bad idea. But so is sexting you. Fuck. I mean, we could just try.
Oh, so he's saying it's a bad idea to get to know her because he only wants her nude.
Yeah, he doesn't want attachments.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Okay, this is like... I know the age gap. I didn't necessarily have a problem with before, and I still, to an extent...
On its own, without
the way... Yeah, on its own, but like the way he's inquiring...
It kind of feels like grooming, bro.
Concerning.
Shit, dude.
The way he's going about this is very concerning.
I don't know if it's unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it,
regardless of the age, even if they were both of age, like the way
it feels like grooming, dude. He's grooming her for sexual pictures. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. Fuck it.
I mean, even if they were like of age, this would still be like worrying, like kind of stuff. But not that would be it. Yeah.
Man, chat is just going so fucking wild.
Dude, I'm glad we looked at some of these messages. Because I didn't know the context behind, like, fucking hell, bad idea. Like, I didn't know that's what...
Yeah.
I wish in her screenshot she put her initial message, because that would have gave context to that.
Yeah. Now I want to do a live stream tomorrow on my show, too. This is fucking insane, dude. Did we finish? Let's see, we got a few left.
I think we're almost wrapping it up. Here, let me finish reading this here. So... He ends it off saying, but I want to talk to you, but it's a bad idea, but so sexting you fuck. She says, or she says, I mean, we could just try. He says, yeah, sure. Even just as friends or whatever. Watch a movie or some shit. CallMeCarson says, yeah, I have a busy day today, but I should be able to. She says, all right, sounds good. Just let me know. I'll be on my computer tonight.
You weren't busy when I showed you my tits.
CallMeCarson says, hey, check Snap. Playing League, give me a second. He says, hey.
Good taste.
Okay, and that's what...
So she's...
Was she like, hey, do you want to watch a movie? He's like, I'm on my computer right now. He's like, check Snap. It's like a dick pic.
Yeah.
He's just like, he doesn't even care. I don't know what it was on Snap, but that would have been like funny in a bad way, you know?
That was intense.
That was interesting.
Okay. I'm checking Nick's Twitter. He's just reacting to the Tommy C clip. She then says, to anyone who else has experienced this, I'm hurting so much for all of you. No one deserves this. I'm here to talk. Thank you all. Sorry for shaky hands. Some of you just want to see more proof, so here's me showing our messages in a phone vid, not screen recording. She then includes the Google definition of grooming. She then says, she then shares this. Images of child pornography are not protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal. Contraband under federal law. Section 2256 of Title 18, United States Code, defines child pornography as any visual depiction of sexually explicit conduct involving a minor, someone under 18 years of age. We all know this. She then says this morning, after watching Keem's new video, I realized...
And the new video she's referring to is his Twitter video where he's like, don't call Carson a pedo, by the way, Keem's Twitter video.
After watching Keem's new video, I realized I was in the wrong for calling Carson a pedophile. I used the word in the wrong context and would like to apologize. I'm sorry if I offended or hurt anyone by using the word incorrectly. This still doesn't justify his actions, though. I just deeply apologize. So, those are the allegations.
I think with the I think she definitely showed some like important parts of the conversation, but I think she left some parts out that would have made Carson look worse.
Like what?
There are like some messages in that scroll that she didn't screenshot at the beginning that I think makes Carson look much worse.
Yeah, I mean, it still came out all like in the same day, so like, you know, I don't think there's much fault to it. And also, I gotta say, I do appreciate that she even apologized for putting the word pedophilia in it.
Yeah, it's good that she made that correction.
And I also want to say, because as far as like, I always had a stance that the grooming thing with the pyro thing was iffy, but I was leaning against it. And the big difference here is like we see very obvious like him being pushy and then saying, "Oh, by the way, you're unstable. Don't you agree?" Like he's like kind of like he's literally manipulating her and like tricking her and saying that he only wants to talk to her. Like there's very explicit like signs of him showing only signs that he wants to talk to her because she's 17.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not as irrational as it is with the pyro thing.
Yeah, and I would say, regardless of the age, even if it was like two like legal adults, I still think the messages would be concerning.
Yeah. Well, and people think that only children can be groomed, but adults can be groomed too. But I mean, it would be more difficult, and especially because the fact that he had like over 1 million.
Kind
of. Oh yeah, that would take longer. Yeah, but like he had 1.1 million subscribers at the time. I checked back the Wayback Machine, and the fact that she as a fan said, "Oh my God, be my boyfriend," like as a meme or whatever, and then he immediately slides in like.
Yeah, and he's specifically only trying to get pictures, like.
Yeah. Huh.
It's just bad behavior, regardless of what the age was. But
and then after they stopped talking, he moved on to the next one. But at least he stopped when he went to California. I mean, that shows promise. That hopefully that was it.
My educated take on this is that these DMs are fucking cringy as fuck, dude. That's my in-depth analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just kidding.
Nice, bro.
We got some more here. Let me read some of these. Let's see. EJ through 2 and Super Chat says, there are more. Trust me on this one, Augie. Okay, I will. EJ then through another 2 says, Jay Slat knows more than everyone thinks. Who is this? Alright, am I getting tipped by some anonymous reporter? Is one of the fucking Lunchbox members sending anonymous Super Chats to me to try to fuck with me? Like, there's more. Trust me, Jay Slat knows it all, dude. What is going on, dude? I feel like someone's on an alt fucking with me.
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're gonna be following the story in the next couple of RFC shows, so
only here on RFC. Let's see. And then some inside, man. I feel like the fucking mafia is fucking sending me super chats right now. Like something's going on here. But thank you for the donation. Big tip 1 on Stream Elements. All right, cut off his PP. And McManus through 3 says, this is getting super close to grooming. For legal reasons, I will not comment further on that. Well, I'm just kidding. Okay, alright, what else we got? Let me...
the Joko thing?
Investigate. Oh, yeah. Okay. I do not want any false narrative spread about this. This shit has been hanging over too many people's heads for long enough, and there needs to be zero doubt that Carson exchanged nudes with a minor. Alright.
I'm not into kids.
Okay, I'm gonna read these for myself. Okay, he scrolls through these. Alright.
I'm being serious.
Okay, God, he's got such a giant monitor.
Alright, I just realized this is not in the proper... Okay, can I just get, like...
Yeah, he reads some and then he shows some without speaking so that we can pause.
Alright, I just full screened the screen. We're not on camera right now, but I'll just read it off this so you guys can see it as clearly as possible. Juice join me, Stacy? Sorry if I fucked your name up, I probably did. Through $2, no message has. EJ just threw 3, says, I'm being serious, he knows more. I'll trust your word on it, man. I'm looking forward to more information. Okay. Carson says, I'm not into kids. Whoa, hold on, whoa. Wait. Let me read this top. Let me read as much as possible. So this is, what server is this in?
This is in, I don't know what server this is in. It's called Among Us Vibing and Funny or whatever. I don't know if it's public or if it's with YouTubers or what have you. But anyways, this was all sent after the drum alert came out. So this is like...
Alright.
There's like Carson's initial reactions.
Man, BWC and chess is there's apparently a lot more to come up. Holy fuck, dude. Alright, let me read this. Big T. It sucks to see people blindly making up shit in the replies and quote tweet. Carson says, I pretty much know what to say because I've been rehearsing it for the last year. What are they saying? I can't see shit because Keem has me blocked. Wow, relatable right there, by the way. It's people assuming the worst. When you say underage, it makes it sound like they were 14 or some shit. Not even close to the truth. Carson says, I'm not into kids. Someone says, yeah, and it doesn't say how old you were at the time. People could easily think that shit happened days ago. Carson then says, in response to him initially saying, I'm not into kids, but I did trade nudes with people under the age of 18, which is very bad. There's always key details Keem will purposely leave out to make it look bad. It's easier for views, of course. Was that when you were under 18, or were you of age? I was 19. 1719 is legal. It doesn't sound the best, but it is. It's better than 1419. Everyone had the delusion that the U.S. age consent is flat 18. It's not. It could be far worse. Alright, let me scroll up. Whoa.
He scrolls real fast. I don't know if like maybe nothing important.
It doesn't even load. Yeah. So it's in like a bunch of memes.
It looks like it's just a bunch of memes.
Okay.
And then...
Big T. All right, this is Carson.
Oh yeah, so Carson shows the thing.
He links the thread that we just read. He says this shit is absolutely disgusting. You can see Thaf9 in there. Since a bunch of question marks. He says, I'll figure you guys will be seeing it sooner or later, but yeah, absolutely gross messages.
And the guy says, I guess she wasn't interested in whatever apology you sucks, man.
Was this one of the people? Let's see. And then it cuts off.
It is.
It's not 17
and then 12. It just zooms in. I
guess.
It
just shows better things of what you just read.
I think it's real. I can't believe I said those things. I want to barf so bad. Can you find the DMs? Because a bunch of people are saying it's fake. I can't find them, but they are real. Okay, so he's just immediately folding. Because he could say something just like, oh, well, of course those aren't real. I can't even find those DMs. But he's just full out saying it like, no, they're real. Even though I can't even find them myself. They're real. Okay.
Damn.
He says, long story short, when I was 19, I sexted a couple of viewers that were 17. Extremely regrettable and incredibly embarrassing. Felt guilty since. Apologized to them both and resolved it privately last year. Then Keem got a hold of it 2 days ago.
You know what's interesting about this? The quotation marks. I think he was trying to like draft a tweet here.
Yeah, maybe.
Like saying like, what do you guys think about this kind of thing? Because it's like a server with his friends.
Yeah. Good catch. That's
Very interesting.
That's it. That's the video right there. So,
yep.
If
you look at replies, some of the people that was in that server got called out, and he's like, "Hey, well, I regret saying that."
Oh yeah, one of the guys said like, I didn't know, like I didn't see like the thread or whatever.
Yeah, the Ryan guy right there.
He passed him. It's the guy with the blue Cyclops.
Because he said it could be worse.
I said this before I saw the thread, and I apologize. It was far worse than what I was told originally. I was told it was resolved privately when it obviously wasn't. I don't say about this message or Carson at all now. Oof.
Owned.
Oof. Oof. Okay, got him.
Damn.
I do not want any false narratives spread about this. This shit has been hanging over too many people's heads for long enough, and there needs to be zero doubt that Carson exchanged news with minors. Okay, alright. Have we caught up on all the allegations?
Yeah, I think we have a clear view of like what is being alleged now, especially since Hugbox came in.
Okay.
I don't think there's any like obviously missing information. Obviously there could be more information.
It's weird how
there probably is, but from what we've been told, I don't see like any huge gaps in what people are saying.
Oh, check out the Slimecicle statement. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
We only referenced it, so.
Splorf through 5 says, it's weird how during our parents' age, 1721 was fine. My parents started dating around the age and are still together after 50 years.
Yeah, well, the internet didn't exist back then.
Different times.
For people to be
you can make a stronger argument for it. I think it's fair to say that with age gaps, you can make stronger arguments for them if it's in person rather than online.
Exactly, because obviously, like the spread of pictures,
especially
and all
if it's
that
in like a high
risky.
school scenario. I mean, that's absolutely true, dude. 1815 is good down here.
Yeah, and
like,
bear in mind
that 1815 on the internet gets shit on. Down here,
but Carson wasn't looking for a relationship. He was literally just looking to see her naked. She was like, "Hey, can we talk?" He's like, "Naked," you know. So like, it's not even like that.
Dude, out of all the people, like Carson has 1 million subs at that point. Out of all the people, like obviously, I don't condone, you know, trying to like pry nudes out of your fans. It's kind of fucked. But out of all the type of all the people he could do it to, why underage? I don't know. Just he's just a little dumb, a lot dumb.
Yep.
All right.
I'm just reading shit on Twitter right now. Splorf since 5 said, okay, I read that. Group Gaming 21 through 390 says at least it's not 17 and 12. Well, yeah, at least you know what? It's not 19 too.
Obviously, it could be much worse. It could.
Yeah,
be
it could be
15,
so much worse.
15, you know, it could be anything.
Seriously.
Nicky Red, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate it. Jews join me, Stacy. I'm sorry. I'm really probably butchering that through 2. Thank you very much. Okay. We're caught up. This is Slimecicle's statement right here. Who is one of the former members of Lunchbox.
Vito, you're an idiot. Okay.
Well, Vito, you want to confess something?
Huh?
What?
No, I just saw like the first reply on the side. And
I thought it was in chat.
No, it's on the tweet.
He was in the chat earlier today. So.
Why does he have a problem with him going to I don't see what.
I don't know.
Okay, statement here. Recently, 2 former Lunch Club members, Lunch Club. Okay, not Lunchbox. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. All right. Recently, 2 former Lunch Club members publicly alleged that Carson had been engaged in illegal activity with minors. To be clear, targeting a minor for grooming, sexting, and other inappropriate or unwanted sexual advances is illegal, and particularly disgusting if the person doing it is a YouTuber who has taken advantage of their fame to exploit young fans. My heart goes out to all those who have been victims. I'm sorry you went through that and encourage you to tell someone about it and get the help you need. In an early 2020 phone call, Carson told all the Lunch Club members and our group manager that he'd exchanged nudes with an unnamed girl he believed to be 17. Because I suspected a crime had been committed, I immediately reported this information to the federal law enforcement, cut all ties to Carson, and withdrew completely from Lunch Club. Although the Lunch Club manager had asked about a final March drop or goodbye video, I refused these because I no longer wanted to be associated with Carson or Lunch Club. For all those asking why I did not speak publicly about these issues at the time, this is not drama. This is an alleged federal felony involving a child. As soon as I knew about this, I took every step to protect the unnamed victim and report the information I had to the authorities. A crime should be treated as a crime. If you or any loved ones are ever in any similar situation, I strongly encourage you to take similar action and report it to the relevant authorities. No person should ever have to be a victim of something like this. Okay. Good response. I like that. I'm a big fan of going to the cops. All right.
I think that's a good advice. Well, I don't see anything idiotic about that.
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything's gonna happen, but it's a good on him.
Yeah,
if people
something probably didn't happen of it. He probably would have mentioned it if something happened of it, but I don't know. Apparently, there's more info, so lots of things could have happened.
People were adding Carson and because he was fucking in the fucking thing.
It was not a real one.
It's not real. It's unverified.
He would have exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, that's the real.
Also,
right there.
Also, the fake one was saying, "I touch kids."
Yeah, I noticed that.
Didn't even
Yeah,
spell
dude.
it right.
I think Carson's just gonna finally let it all out and admit it in the RFC chat.
Yeah.
Dude. He's like, "Fuck it, this is my time to shine."
And he's gonna spell it wrong. Come on, he would spell it right if he was confessing.
He touches them.
Life-defining moment.
Touch.
Presses enter and puts it in RFC chat.
Okay, all right. I don't see anything wrong with that statement at all. Seems very reasonable. Good response. Immediately cuts ties. Doesn't even do a goodbye video. Fuck it. I'm out. What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong.
I think it's good.
I think it was fun.
Saw Fuji Kiwi through 2 says the problem is he abuses power and to be a fan. And to a fan, sorry. Okay. All right. All things considered, now that we know absolutely everything, if you remember what my initial take was that this guy is fucking weird. I still believe that. I'm absolutely not comfortable calling him a pedophile of any sort. I even see people on Twitter saying stuff like, he might not be a pedophile. No, he isn't. He isn't a pedophile. You cannot say that right now.
Especially after I asked those questions to Hugbox, and even he doesn't think he's a pedo. So
everybody is teasing that more shit's coming out. You haven't even seen the worst of it, alright? So, as things stand right now, at 8:28 p.m. Central Time on January 5th, 2021, as things stand exactly right now, this guy is a fucking weirdo and an idiot. That's as far as it goes for me. You have to be careful. You can't go nuclear on one side or the other. Like, all this shit looks awful, alright? But you know what would look worse? You know what would look worse if you say, he's a pedophile, he molests kids, and then he comes out and just fucking destroys that or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nuance, people. Nuance. You can be weird. You can be an idiot without having to be the worst thing in the book.
If you add an extra thing on top of something you already have someone nailed on, like, I know he groomed him, and I think he might also be a pedophile, just stick to the one you know for
Exactly.
certain. Because if the extra one gets debunked, then your initial allegation looks weaker.
And Turkey Tom gets canceled, guys. So don't.
Yeah, it happened with Pyrocynical and it happened with Pro Jared. So I mean,
we love Turkey Tom here. This is a Turkey Tom supporting channel.
Turkey Tom for life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Unless, well,
no, unless we are Turkey Tom loyalists. Well, I don't know about Edwin, but I am.
To the end, dude.
I think Turkey Tom did nothing wrong.
You would never say that on your channel. I know it.
What? What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong?
Absolutely nothing. That's what he did wrong.
I mean, can chat tell me? I would love to talk to chat that thinks otherwise. I know you got fucking dislike bomb.
And I'm not here to get it again. All right, Daniel.
You're right. Fuck it. Next topic.
yeah. Daniel Huckman.
We're doing so good. This show's doing great, guys. Fuck Turkey Tom, but not actually. But anyway,
no, we love Tom. Daniel Hunkman 5 says
Tom's great.
Tom's great. Don't know if you saw my donut, but the stream yesterday was good. Also, if you didn't know, after Carson told his Discord server, he deleted it. Okay. Rip the CallMeCarson Discord server. Big loss.
Oh, how will I talk with my favorite YouTuber?
How will I talk to my favorite 17-year-olds? I mean, YouTuber.
Wait, wow. Hey.
All right, boys. But listen here. All right. If you think it stopped there, abso-fucking-lutely not.
You're so wrong.
This is where it gets fucking funny. All right? You guys want to know why I just fucking...
His third video is interesting. I think it's foreshadowing.
I hate smaller YouTubers. And it's not an ego thing. It's not a sub thing. It's not a clout thing, all right? I don't hate smaller YouTubers because they're pieces of shit, because they have less subs than me. I fucking hate them because they are so hungry for just a little bit of just, you know, status. That's what they want. It's not necessarily about subs. You can have 20,000 subs or whatever and still be a nobody, all right? They want status. And they feel that the only fucking way they can get it is just completely shitting the bed. Now look, you're looking at these videos and you're like, what's wrong with this shit, all right? Well, after I shit on this guy, on my fucking third channel, by the way, lol, he changed his title to what these are. You know what the original thing was? CallMeCarson is a pedo. CallMeCarson is innocent.
What?
8 hours difference.
Dude, the turnaround time. Wow, he just turned from a pedo to an innocent boy in
what?
A couple hours.
Man. Oh, wait, and what does it say now?
So
he just stopped to let.
Oh, allegations.
Dude, he saw KudaTheNerd's video, and he's just like, "That's it. I'm done being a pedo." And he uploaded the innocent video.
So CallMeCarson Allegations old. All right, this used the original.
Wait,
title,
old?
right?
20 hours ago. Oh.
This guy shit.
Oh yeah, I don't think this one anymore.
People said that my video was quick. I was quick to the draw. All right. I went on. How long was my video? 13 minutes, all right? I had a lot to say, all right? This kid shits out a 2-minute ass video, all right?
Ass.
CallMeCarson got exposed for being a
pedo.
He wasn't exposed by some random girl on Twitter. He was exposed by 2 YouTubers and close friends of his. Before we start talking about this, please keep in mind these are just allegations, but the chances of these allegations being true are very, very high. These 2 YouTubers went on Dromler and put their entire reputation on the line in order to expose this really
disgrace.
big.
I feel like we're disrespecting Noah for even having this guy on right now. This guy play. This is like, because Noah didn't say that, and this guy's just like spreading false narrative. It's disgraceful.
Look at this guy. You know who this motherfucker looks like? Hold on.
Dude, this is like soy boy ego raptor, dude.
This is. Hold on. I know what this guy looks like.
Dude, he has the same haircut as you, Augie. But
fuck yeah. Mine looks literally 10 times better.
Fucking McDonald's M haircut, dude.
Dude, I have the image. Oh, I have the image. Oh, buddy. Look at this fucking dude.
What? How'd you put glasses on? Why does that look like a mix of that guy, but also Markiplier?
He's Lord
influential
Farquaad.
YouTuber. If this ends up being fake, their careers are over. So what happened? Two people named Hugbox and Traves, who were members of a podcast group with CallMeCarson named Lunch Club, went on Drama Alert and testified that CallMeCarson admitted to them that he was having inappropriate interactions with a minor. Furthermore, they said that CallMeCarson admitted to sending inappropriate pictures to this minor and receiving them. Now, if this is true, this is just a whole other level of messed up. How are you, first and foremost, gonna do that? That's already messed up. But then you're gonna go and flex it to your podcast friends? What is wrong with you? They also said that they weren't the only people that Carson told this to, and there was others in the Lunch Club group that also
don't care.
Wait, he's saying it was flexed. I think it was a confession, not flexed.
Yeah, that guy. Oh, thank you for stopping.
It's only 2 minutes and he's already getting like little details wrong.
Everything wrong.
So people can start calling this guy out. Mudahar launches a giant tweet against him that got like 30,000 likes. Here's Elucid calling him out or whatever.
Brave.
He says brave Elucid. Taking the unpopular stance, calling KudaTheNerd out, dude. Everyone was on that guy's side.
KudaTheNerd, dude.
Everyone was on that guy's side. How Elucid got some balls.
Everyone knows KudaTheNerd, dude.
So he writes, calls him out in the comments by making the title, and he changes the title, adding allegations, then acts like I'm in the wrong for calling him out. He says, man, you're not allowed to try to get views on YouTube, I guess. He says, no, dumbass, you only care about views when it's legit allegations. It is a serious topic. You made a video entitled it, calling him that before you even responded. Just accept you fucked up. He says, yeah, you mean, you got me, I care about views. Okay. So he just...
That was a weird exchange. I feel like those two...
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you got me, I have views now.
I mean, he says it in the beginning, but also, anyways.
He started bragging on Twitter, too, about how, because people were calling him out, and the video came out where Carson admits it, right? And so he's like, oh, I was right, and everyone's like, you weren't right because you had incredible foresight. You just guessed, all right? And even still, you said he was a pedo, which is just objectively untrue, based on the facts that we know right now. So it's not, you don't have this incredible foresight. You weren't just like, you weren't digging into anything. You're just acting like a fucking tard on Twitter, and you're still not right, so fuck you. So then this guy is just like, I'm just built different. Like, he's just fucking...
I'm just built different.
The whole CallMeCarson
so then he makes another video, CallMeCarson's innocent, 8 hours later.
Because I'm really invested in it now. About an hour after I posted my
Are you invested in it now?
About the allegations. A Discord chat came out where CallMeCarson basically admitted to having these sexual relationships with...
Wait a minute, you said that you got it right and you're just built different because you just have this they can see the future or whatever, but now you're saying he's innocent. This guy's flipped on his opinion like 3 times.
The minor.
I'm not into kids, but I did trade nudes with people under the age of 18, which is very bad. I was 19. That's all you need right there. That's Carson's profile.
Further on, you also found out that the minor who he apparently texted was 17 years old, and at the time he was 19. So there was a 2-year age gap between them. At the end of the day, it's your own personal preference. If you're okay with the 2-year age gap, then that's you. If you're not, then that's you.
I keep listening. This gets crazy.
The legality of this really isn't for us to decide. All I want is the proper authorities to make an educated decision on this. I kind of came around to the idea that a 2-year age gap isn't that bad. Critical made a really good point about this, that they literally could both be in the same class. So that makes a lot of sense. Now,
well, I had this one opinion, and then Critical said something, and now I'm on the populace. Dude, fuck this guy.
Dude, someone with 6 million subs just told me a different opinion.
Bro.
So obviously.
And then he has the balls to act surprised when people start disliking. There's literally no pleasing people. No, nobody likes a fucking fake piece of shit like you, dude. I'm literally only doing this on my fucking massive platform because I fucking tower over you just so nobody takes you ever seriously ever again. Alright, I'm gonna personally make sure you never fucking grow on YouTube. Right?
Wow.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Fuck
okay.
you.
I mean, I guess. I was gonna say, while we're watching
video that I made on.
Yeah, fuck this guy, bro. It's just like, you gotta highlight. Dude, this had me speechless earlier.
Yeah, honestly, if this guy ever wants to do YouTube seriously, I want to see him. I want to see a video of him eating fucking dirt and apologizing for this bullshit fucking piece of shit content.
Eating dirt.
Yeah.
Damn.
I need game from it too. That's the worst part.
Dude, that Augie energy was running off on me. Ugh.
Oh, dude, he got 100 subs off it, dude. He really popped off.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. It's really popped off. Dude, how do you make a video like this and you still get shit on? Fuck you. KudaTheNerd. Check out my Twitter. No. Alright, that's my...
Any Carson fans in here, by the way? Anybody here disappointed? I'm curious. People are like upset about this.
Oh no, yeah. There's Call Me Carson. There's people who are like, "Damn, I was a big fan of Call Me Carson, and it's disappointing." Like,
I mean, we got a big crowd tonight. You know, I know it's gonna be. Yeah, very disappointed. Hella disappointed. Me, oof, yeah.
What's your like to
Well,
dislike
listen.
ratio at right now?
You're at 1.1 thousand likes, guys. Like up the show, and listen. Our content here is nothing like Call Me Carson, and but it's a fun time as you can see.
We do try to have fun over here. Gentlemen, that's not really gonna wrap it up for tonight because I have some unfinished business to
Oh shit.
to take care of. But I think that's
Encore.
gonna do it for the main story. So I'm gonna quickly read these super chats and I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna set this off right. So, Asthemic tipped $12. KudaTheNerd is literally cancer. I agree. Bowblax Anime Stage through 2 says Bowblax is better than Nick because he doesn't buy Alienware PCs. Conky Turcolino through 5 in the super chat. It's a damn Sangi. What? I don't know what that means. Groot Gaming 21 through 390 says, does this guy really have a video that says EDP 445 is innocent? I don't know. I've been told that. I don't know. Wolf's Pain through 5 says, at least he was upfront about it and didn't manipulate her like others. He knew what he wanted and didn't let his feelings get involved. No excuse, to be honest. Matty Ice through 2 says, where Turkey Tom at? He's taking a little break. He'll be back soon, I hope. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Shifty2 through 2 says, great show, Augie. Welcome to People 07. Hell yeah. Okay, I think... Oh, Luna Lizzie through 5 says, happy birthday, Hannah. Zoid through 2 says, say happy birthday to me. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Zoid. Everybody put a happy birthday, Zoid, in chat. All right. Give me 1 second here.
Oh, there's another super chat.
Are we still live? I don't know if we're live or if he like muted us or something. Well, we're not deafened in Discord, so damn. It would have been nice if he was clear about that. I have to wait for the chat to catch up, I guess. They'll probably spam it. Spam.
He told people to say happy birthday right after I told people to say claps in the chat.
Entertain us, Bowblax. Okay, we're not muted. Hello, everybody. It's been a great stream. Augie is going to be talking about something else without me and Edwin.
Right.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of good discussion. I'm really glad that that Hugbox came on.
Hey! You guys know we're still live, right?
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
They're all spamming. We can hear you or whatever.
Yeah, now I know.
What's going on, dude?
I think you guys know that. I think you guys knew that. All right.
I didn't know until they said in chat.
What's going on, dude?
Did you think we were off the air? No. I'll be done saying.
Well, you said you were gonna get off to do the other thing, and then you said,
"No, don't worry about it." Edwin through 5, epic show. Everyone in chat, clap emojis for Augie and Noah. Crazer through 381 says, I was a big Carson watcher for a long time. I joined the ship right before he blew up. It all sucks, to be honest. I used to be told I looked like Carson.
Oof. Okay. Sucks for you.
All right, now I leave.
All right. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming on, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second here. I'm not gone yet. I have one final thing I need to address, and this is going to be incredibly difficult for me.
He blew up. It all sucks, TBH. I used to be told I looked like Carson, lol.
Okay, I want to let that finish line. Okay. I need to mute for just like a minute. Because this is going to be a little bit difficult. But it needs to be said. Alright, 1 second. Alright. Had to take a breather there. Okay, there was a reason why I was late, alright? And I'm not gonna make this any more dramatic than possible, but I want to make sure I'm very fucking careful here. Because this is not a subject that I wanted to turn into a topic on stream. But recently, Nick got a really weird fucking email. And I got a really weird fucking email too. And despite the fact that I've really not taken much shit from any of this stuff, it really bothered me. And I felt like I just needed to talk about it. Because to be quite honest with you, I'm absolutely disgusted. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about here. This is a tweet here from KEEMSTAR. So, this will be difficult to talk about, alright? Because this is uncomfortable. Okay, so basically background information. Apollo Legend, killed himself last week. And I never knew the guy. I wasn't personally affected by it. But Tipster knew the guy. And KEEMSTAR knew the guy. And Tipster and KEEMSTAR knew the guy so well that in his suicide note, he'd thank them both for being good friends. So I found out about this while I was streaming, Nick Diorio was streaming, and Tipster was streaming. We were all streaming at the same time that evening. And then I'm in the call with Nick. Nick's obviously in the call with me. Tipster's off solo streaming by himself. So Tipster shuts off his stream and puts out a tweet saying that Apollo Legend had passed away. Now, Apollo Legend was a speedrunning commentator who talked about speedrunning drama. He did videos on Billy Mitchell and other, speedrunning commentators or whatever. The names are losing me right now. But he was basically like a commentary channel, but not a traditional one. He covered speedrunning drama. And he ended up getting sued by Billy Mitchell. He lost the lawsuit, and about a year ago, I believe, he quit YouTube or something along those lines. Anyway, I didn't know the guy, alright? So I don't want to like be fake here and pretend like I was like deeply affected. Obviously, I thought about it for a while. Because it's like, you watch a guy on YouTube, and then you go back to rewatch those videos, and you're realizing you're watching a video of somebody that's not there anymore. And it trips you. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't, like, I'm trying to be as clear as possible here. I wasn't, like, destroyed by it. It was just something I thought about. But that night, when Tipster tweeted, and immediately ended his stream that Apollo Legend had passed away, he ended up making a correction that Apollo Legend was actually, we hadn't gotten full confirmation that he'd passed away. Tipster just saw the suicide note and assumed that he'd already done it. And I think that is an extremely reasonable conclusion to come to. Now, should Tipster have tweeted that out without verifying it? Obviously not. You could say that Tipster fucked up by saying he died and assuming that he had died when he could have been still alive at that moment in time. With that being said, I don't consider what Tipster did to be a fuck up. Tipster considers what he did to be a massive fuck up. Tipster beat himself up over the head. The only person, besides Tipster, who thought he really made a massive mistake was KEEMSTAR. And he tweeted something like, full-heartedly, well, not something, I have the tweet right here in front of me. Full-heartedly, from the bottom of my heart, fuck Tipster for spreading bullshit rumors. It's not too late. There's literally no confirmation on that whatsoever. Somebody needs to get a hold of him now. Now, initially, this is a very loaded tweet, but it comes off like, it makes sense, right? Because, remember, KEEMSTAR was also included in the suicide note, and was listed as a very good friend of his. So this is obviously, Tipster reacted emotionally by jumping to conclusions, and KEEMSTAR's reacting emotionally by also jumping to conclusions that Tipster was just clout motivated by this. He just wanted to get the story out first, alright? So initially our responses were very, we were kind of telling Keem, like you can see right here. So my friend Nick hits him up. He says, look, I can't get in touch with Tipster, but can you give him a break for like 5 minutes? He's close to Apollo and might know shit we don't. He really can't take this right now. Because Keemstar was sending Tipster like a huge wave of hate. Keep in mind the scenario here. Tipster's friend just passed away. Alright? Keemstar tweets out, fuck Tipster, from the bottom of his heart. You know, implying that Tipster had done this maliciously. And I'm sitting there, I see that tweet immediately, and I'm just like, Tipster's not gonna be able to take this right now. Somebody needs to tell Keem to lay off. Because Tipster's gonna lose it. That was my thought process at the time. Tipster can't handle this right now. I understand Keem's reaction, but I also understand Tipster's. And this does not need to be tweeted right now. So Keem replies, he's a complete fucking clown for saying that. That's why he deleted the tweet. You can fuck off as well. So he's still mad. And at that point, we're still amicable with Keem. So I said Keemstar is a friend of Apollo, and they were close enough for Apollo to thank Keem in his video today. I hold no grudge to Keemstar. I'm just putting it on the record out there that I didn't put any false info out there since he name dropped me. We'll get into that in just a second here. But even Nick was saying stuff like, anyone who starts spamming my replies anti-Keem shit or anti-Tipper shit is getting instant block. A YouTuber named Apollo Legend put up a suicide video, and he needs to be found. Loads of people are emotional and having wild reactions. It's understandable. Nick even said, hi everyone reading this tweet, stop giving Keemstar shit. Everyone is acting really emotional right now. It's understandable, not engaging and looking to start a war right now. Put that energy into finding Apollo. Well, after so amicably handling that situation, being understanding that, look, what Keemstar's saying right now, it's not good. But Keemstar's friend still died too. Alright? Then he sends this.
I don't want to hear the excuses. Apollo puts out a suicide letter, and your brain doesn't think, I should probably try to get a hold of Apollo. I should try to get a hold of his friends. I should call the police. Your brain doesn't go there. You know what you do? You start making community posts. Apollo is dead. Rest in peace. Because you want to break the story. Because you want clout. Because you want fucking attention.
Tipster wanted so much attention that he found out the news while he was live and ended and deleted the fucking stream. That's how much clout he wanted. Do you know why Keemstar thinks this guy wants clout? Because Tipster made a tweet. And Tipster made a community post. Ladies and gentlemen, how much clout do you think Tipster is getting from a fucking tweet? Or a community post? Who is subbing to Tipster because they saw a tweet? That doesn't make any sense.
You had absolutely no fucking confirmation whatsoever. And then I'm on Twitter when I find out, and I'm just trying to like get a hold of anyone to get a hold of him to try to save his life or whatever, right? To try to get in contact with him, and I'm getting spammed with, it's too late, Tipster already reported he's dead, it's too late, and everyone...
What does that have to, like, how does that impede you trying to find Apollo Legend? By the way, he's gonna say that we did nothing, dude. We were in calls with people talking to the fucking police. I heard the deputies say that he was dead from my own ears. After this video, of course, but still. And before this video came out, Spectre on Twitter was already contacting the authorities. And at the time, he was the only person delivering information out. You can even see Nick's tweet saying, focus on finding this guy. Dude, as soon as the story broke, you ran to make this a clout issue on Tipster. You used a dead guy to go at Tipster. And we can excuse it at the time because it's an emotional reaction. His friend just fucking died. But spoiler alert, do you think Tipster got an apology? The only person that got an apology out of any of my friends was Bowblax. Nick reached out to him privately. And Keem ignored him. I didn't get reached out at all. I was blocked. Nick and Bowblax aren't blocked, but I got blocked. There was an attempt made to settle this privately. After the fact. Keem and Nick got into a fight last night over this. Everything that Keem's saying right now, he still believes. Dude, put this into perspective, alright? Who were the top people defending Keemstar against H3H3, who used dead people twice that I can remember to attack people? He did it to the quartering, but he also did it to Keemstar. Remember? Keemstar killed Etika? To this day, I will never say that Keemstar killed Etika. I think that asserting a death of somebody and using their suicide to have a go at somebody is disgusting. Oh, I know it gets worse. I'll keep playing. But I have to say this right now. Alright? Understand where we came from. And I'm not surprised about any of this, by the way. I've always known Keem's unstable. But we were the people who were calling out H3 for using dead people for his YouTube drama. What the fuck is this? What is this video? It gets worse.
Everyone's spamming, it's too late. Well, what if it is too late now? What if those crucial moments where you're breaking the story that he passed away, there was an opportunity in there to somehow get a hold of him? Fuck you!
Wow, Keem. That is an incredible argument. What if while you were making this video right now, he was still alive? And he gave you one last phone call and you didn't see it because you were filming this Twitter video right now. And that was the last fuck he gave. Alright, we can play what if games all we want. What if unicorns came out of my asshole right now? We can say that. It's cute to say that. But it doesn't mean anything. It's a vapid argument. It's void. It's nothing. What if he, saw your tweet? We don't know that. That's impossible. You can't just base your entire hatred off of somebody based off what if this happened. You don't know that. Tipster wanted clout from the story? Maybe you'd have an argument if he ran to make a YouTube video about it, but did he do that? No! He shut off his YouTube live stream. He was live when this broke. He got off the air. This would be a whole other conversation if Tipster immediately ran to record a video. Hey, what's up, guys? We just got news. That would be an entirely different scenario. But that's simply not how it happened. There is no logical justification you can use to comfortably go to the conclusion that Tipster was a grifter in this situation. Fuck, our haters were agreeing with us. People that don't care for us or outright hate us were saying on Twitter, Tipster wasn't clout motivated by this at all. This was this guy's friend who just died. What sane person thinks I'm going to use this opportunity to take a giant shit on them on my 3 million follower Twitter account? This guy who just lost his friend? Yeah, let me just add to that just real quickly for no fucking reason. It's disgusting. It is downright hypocritical to the max, and it's exactly what H3 did to him. We're talking about the Etika guy saying that, I mean, he's basically saying Tipster killed this guy. Is that not an illogical conclusion? What is he saying in this video? What if he could have been there, but you let him down? He's literally saying that Tipster killed this guy. What sane person? I don't care if this is your emotional reaction. At that point, it's gone completely past the pale of rationality. And he still believes this. Remember, I didn't want to do this on stream. But I also don't want to be the guy that killed somebody. He names me in this video right here.
Fuck you. Fuck you in your stupid fucking face. Fuck you. You wanted to break this story. Congrats. You broke a story that was incorrect. Go fuck yourself. Literally from the bottom of my heart. Fuck Nicholas Diorio for defending you. Fuck Bowblax. Fuck Augie. Augie also put out the false information. None of you did.
We'll get into what false information I supposedly put out.
anything. None of you even tried to figure out what was going on. You all just started saying, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead, he's...
That is just that is just factually and documented. It's untrue. I can't even speak right now. Anybody who's on Twitter that just knows for a fact that that's untrue.
He's dead, he's dead. Go fuck yourselves, every last one of you.
This isn't YouTube drama anymore, alright? This is some little petty beef with KEEMSTAR. I mean, what he's saying is literally sick. This isn't just, oh, Keem made a video goofing on us and I'm getting goofing on him, but no, this is... It's... On the one hand, it's personal. But on the other hand, I'm in a situation where I have to correct the record. I mean, he's saying dangerous shit about me, dude. Like, I can't let this slide. So, then he jumps into my Twitter replies after I quote tweet him. And remember what I said initially. At the time, I held no grudge, because I knew this was an emotional reaction. It still is an emotional reaction. Except it's one that he still stands by, which is kind of a problem. But even at the time, I said, I hold no grudge. KEEMSTAR was a friend of Apollo. They were close enough for Apollo to thank Keem in his video today. And to this day, I still believe that Keem genuinely grieved for Apollo. I don't think KEEMSTAR was being fake when he said that he was grieving for his friend. But I also don't think that justifies any of the sick shit that he said here. So then he comes out, I clarified immediately, I never put out misinformation. So then he screenshots this tweet right here. Where I said I ended my stream, because I didn't want to keep streaming after I just learned about the news of Apollo's death. Do you want to know what screenshot he took that from? He took that from me. This is the full screenshot that he cropped. Immediately! I corrected it. Correction. He's not dead. I didn't say this and then 5 hours later, 5 days later, 5 weeks later, then I corrected it. It was within minutes. So now you got a guy saying all this sick shit about me, and then he comes into my replies, cropping my own screenshot. Now, thankfully, nobody bought it. Immediately, people were like, you cropped him. You cropped this. So I told him, and I showed him the uncropped image that I knew he saw because he took it from me in the first place. And he said it didn't matter that I corrected it. I still said it initially. So I guess by that logic, it doesn't matter that you corrected the Tony story. You still think he's a pedophile. I mean, I don't know. What is this logic? What is this logic? I hear from my friends, from a personal friend that I know knows the guy who just died, saying that he died. What am I supposed to take from that? And if you really think I fucked up that badly, how badly could I have fucked up to where I corrected it immediately? If you really think that I did something evil by simply saying what was told to me in a fucking tweet, well, at least I corrected it a few minutes later. Please try to say with a straight face you didn't put out any false info. Fucking moron. Yeah, you know what? Come at me when you show the full screenshot. I don't want to hear shit from a guy who... You can literally see the line where it shows the other tweet. It's like he didn't even try. So then he blocks me. And then he blocks Bowblax. He goes after Bowblax, who he named Bowblax in that Twitter video. He says, you guys all started spreading false bullshit with no confirmation whatsoever. These were very crucial moments that were needed to try to contact him and family. Keep in mind, we didn't know if Apollo was alive or not at this moment. You're talking about crucial moments. Why are you on Twitter? Why are you recording Twitter videos? If you think one tweet, if you think the 10 seconds it took to make that one tweet is responsible for his death, what about the 2 minutes or longer you spent recording that shit video on us? Why is this drama? Why was this the conversation that night? Why was this what we were talking about? You can even see it again. A YouTuber, Nick even said it, put out a suicide video and needs to be found. That should be the focus, not this. So he says, are you fucking serious? You guys are defending Tipster? Bro, stop the bullshit right now. Bowblax says, where did I defend Tipster? And then he gets blocked. KEEMSTAR makes a false allegation about me and then blocks me on Twitter when I ask for proof. Ironic too, considering I just DM'd another YouTuber to fix misinformation against KEEMSTAR in his video. Shame that the respect isn't mutual. Now, in fairness, the next morning, KEEMSTAR apologized to Bowblax. Bowblax is the only one of the group that got an apology. I have to be fair and state that for the record. But still. If any, I don't want an apology. I don't believe in apologies. Tipster is the one you should be apologizing to. Obviously, I was mad at Keem for the misinformation about me, but he deleted the tweet, so I hold no ill will against him. Since Apollo is his friend, he is understandably emotional like the rest of us. Let this be water under the bridge so we can focus on Apollo's safe return. So then he says this. Well, actually first, what does he say? Oh my, no. I forgot about this. So after he railed on Tipster for jumping the gun, for tweeting something he had no confirmation of, he then tweets this later on that night at 1 in the morning. I'm still waiting for official sources, but some outlets claim they got confirmation that Apollo Legend was found deceased in his home. This was the suicide business letter he put out. Any type of suicide video is against YouTube TOS, so it was removed. Apollo was a YouTube friend. So right after he rails against Tipster for tweeting something he has no confirmation of, he does the same thing. It's beyond parody at this point. It's just, it's unbelievable. So then he says, over the last 12 months, other YouTubers made exposed videos of him trying to label him as a horrible guy. I agree that all YouTubers deserve criticism, including Apollo, but he was a good guy. One of the claims they made against Apollo was that he scammed his fans when he raised money for the lawsuit. That was false. Apollo refunded all the donations. So he talked about the videos being made against Apollo. But then when somebody brings up, hey, fuck Billy Mitchell too. If we're gonna say fuck the videos, fuck Billy Mitchell. You know, the guy who sued him. You know, it's one thing to make a critical video of somebody, you know, making a video shitting on them. It's a whole other thing to sue the guy and put him in financial ruin. So then, KEEMSTAR runs defense for Billy Mitchell. And I'm not saying Billy Mitchell is responsible, by the way. But you must admit that YouTube videos hold much lesser weight than a fucking lawsuit. I can tell you for a fact Billy Mitchell was one of the many people behind the scenes trying to whatever they could to get in contact with them before it was too late. Make of that what you will. An email was sent to Nick DiOrio, as well as me, that made me speechless when I read it. I'll read it for you right now. This was addressed to Nicholas, but when I read this, it left me speechless. I've been a long-time viewer, but rarely communicate with you. However, seeing what happened over the past week, I felt compelled to share my thoughts with you. I followed the whole Apollo Legends situation and saw your actions, and I have to say that I'm extremely disappointed with how you conducted yourself. Firstly, you said in an August stream that Apollo died before there was any confirmation that Apollo had died. Your first instinct was not to call the police. Your first instinct was to talk about this on stream and get your wisecrack in. I know you're young. I'm considerably young. I'm considerably older than you, in my 50s. I can't tell you how unbelievably mature, inconsiderate, and absolutely tone deaf your actions are. I'm surprised no one has called you out for that. I'm surprised the commentary community hasn't made videos covering your mismanagement of the situation. It was in that moment that I realized you are not an honest person. You lack empathy and a lot of it. Keep in mind that like Tipster, like myself, Nick, who was live at the time, stopped the stream and deleted it. This is speechless, but it goes on. I saw KEEMSTAR's video and I agree with it 100%. This line right here is exactly why I felt compelled to talk about this on stream today. I'm sad he took it down because it was the truest thing that came out that night. The fact you didn't think of Apollo's life and trying to save him and then defended Tipster with who did the exact same thing you did is just disgusting. You're young, so you're probably just not feeling it right now, but you will think of this moment for the rest of your life. You could have helped to save the man's life, but you chose yourself and your wise mouth over another human being's life, and nothing will ever clear you that from your conscience. Whether it hits you now, in a week, in a year, or in a decade, you will feel it one day when you're sitting at the bar with your friends and drinking a cold beer. You will be enjoying yourself at first, but then it will creep into your mind out of nowhere, and you will never again be able to rid your mind of the unbearable weight of not taking action quickly enough to save another man's life. You have contributed to the loss of a life. You are in part responsible for it, and no matter how you justify it, you will have to live with it. I lost a very close friend years ago. I did everything I could to save my friend, but no matter how much I threw money on the situation and helped him pay for his cancer treatments, he unfortunately died, and every single day of my life I think, did I do enough? You never tried. You never did anything. You just talked about it as though it was something passing, and unless you're a sociopath with absolutely no remorse, empathy, or feelings, I cannot see how anyone in your position could go the rest of your lives without a cloud of regret hanging over their heads. You lost a subscriber that day. I had been with you since around the time you hit 5,000 subscribers, and I can no longer follow you. Honestly, I'm just scared of being around when you finally realize the gravity of what you've done and snap. It's not going to be pretty. I know you're the type of guy who tries to hide behind jokes, but you're as fragile as a marshmallow, and trust me, everyone can see it. Your insecurities are evident for everyone to watch. You can laugh it all off, but everyone sees it, and the day you come to terms with the fact you contributed to a man's death, it will all come crashing down, and you will no longer laugh. Please don't donate for this section. And matter of fact, stop all donations tonight. I am disappointed in you, and I know many others who are as well, and have been quietly talking about it for fear of how aggressive you are on social media. Trust me, and people noticed, many are unhappy. Now, I'm not saying this is Keemstar at all, because I see someone saying that in chat right now. And as a matter of fact, if I had to guess, this email is probably completely bullshit. I don't believe this 50-year-old person exists. I don't believe this is a real person writing this. This is probably a concern troll. But I do know that the exact opinions echoed in this email are real opinions people came off with on that night, and it makes me fucking sick. I would never blame suicide on anyone, specifically, because that's not how it fucking works. Suicide is an infinitely complex topic that we've done almost no research on. You cannot say in good faith, just without any other, Keemstar killed Etika. Dark Viper killed Apollo Legend. You can't even say Billy Mitchell, even though Billy Mitchell sued the guy. You can't even say it's his fault. I got an email as well. And this one isn't as hyperbolic. But it's worth taking note of. I'm not sure whether or not you're getting these messages, but I'm sending you this, anyway. I feel like you jumped the gun on the Carson thing. And trust me, this will relate back in just a second. You got a lot of stuff wrong in your video. You didn't even know his age. One of his victims just came out and basically just disproved everything you said in your video. Which, all of that's untrue, by the way, but that's beside the point. I'm scared for you. After the whole Apollo Legend thing, and how Diorio ruined your reputation, you can't afford backlash for your coverage right now. Like, as a fan, I understand that you make mistakes, but a lot of people aren't so kind. I'm in this Discord group, and a lot of people are really unhappy with the video you did on Carson. They said you're victim shaming, and they really don't like that you made the video on Carson and talked about the Apollo Legend thing so much. I mean, I understand everything you said, and I think you really had to say it, but so many people don't see it that way. They were saying they think it sounds really defensive, like you know your friends really mess up and you're trying really hard to defend them. I don't know, maybe be careful with this one. Your reputation is already kind of shaky because you haven't publicly disavowed Diorio or Tipster. You don't want to let Diorio or Tipster stain on your reputation, make it so people don't trust a word you say, but I'm a fan and will continue to support you, so I understand most people don't. First of all, one thing should be abundantly clear. This person is not real. This is not a fan writing to me. This is not somebody who's a real person. Again, concern troll. But these echo the real opinions people come off from that fucking disgusting video. And if that really is a real person, then I wish nothing but horrible things to you, and I would advise you to unsubscribe and just never tune in again. I debated doing this topic on stream, or even just as a video in general, but it's something I've been thinking about a lot. I've been thinking about, you know, the guy who killed himself. Again, I wasn't personally affected by his loss. I didn't know the person. He was just somebody that I watched on YouTube every now and again. Alright? So I don't want to make it out like I'm like this, I was his best friend and now I'm dead. Look, alright? All death is tragic, but you're gonna react to the death of your friends much differently than the death of somebody you just watch on YouTube. That being said, I still thought about it a lot. And the taste that was left in my mouth that night from what KEEMSTAR was saying and just leveling at Tipster. I mean, let alone myself, but Tipster. It was unbelievable. And I say that it was unbelievable, but, you know, I'm not necessarily surprised. Alright, we know KEEMSTAR's unstable, we know KEEMSTAR's a hypocrite, and when I used to put KEEMSTAR on my show a lot, I knew he was loose cannon. But I didn't think he would really take it this far. And that's not to say that he wasn't genuinely grieving that night. I believe that he was. I still believe that personally. Whatever emotional reaction you get out of something like this, it doesn't justify what you said about us that night. And I feel it's absolutely necessary to address. Don't ask if I'm good. I'm fine, alright? God has blessed me with such a strong mental health, alright? I'm not saying, when I say I've been thinking about this, I'm not saying I've been depressed by this, alright? But it has been something that I've been thinking about a lot. And I got that email yesterday, and then I saw him jump the gun with the Carson thing, and it pushed me. So, that's my statement, I guess. So, you know, not to end the show on a bad note, more ending the show on a serious note, but one that I felt was important to address, and one that I hope that I addressed in the most appropriate way possible. Have a good night, everyone, and take care.